Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm joined by Hannah, Simon, Lydia. Would you like to actually introduce this stream?
Sure. Yeah, you were like, you introduced this, you were talking, and then you started talking.
Well, you missed your cue.
I was waiting for like a
Glugging
second.
down a fucking big old chunky
And
glass
it's
of
already
rosé.
begun. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Jingle Jam 2019. This is the Sex and Science stream. We did this last year, and basically we got lots of requests again to do this, and for it to basically be, let's make Lewis as uncomfortable as possible.
Wow, is that the goal? No.
Are you a sexist, Lewis, or
But
you're a scientist?
consensually. So like, we'll only go to if you like have a hard limit of like, I'm too uncomfortable now, we'll be like, okay, we'll rein it back.
Will you take my vocal word, or will I need to text you my consent?
Well,
You have a safe
you know,
word.
consent can be verbal
My
or
safe
non-verbal.
word.
Or
Scream out pineapple, we'll know.
pineapple.
pineapple.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
Pineapple.
Lewis says
Okay.
pineapple, then that means
Gone too far.
we've gone too far. Wait, what's the word for like, you've not gone too far, but we're kind of
Keep
like...
going.
No, but like, we're like almost.
yes.
Like maybe like
If
slow
I'm
down.
moaning in pleasure, then just keep doing what you're doing. You're in the right place.
Now I'm uncomfortable. But yeah, obviously we're raising money for charity. Please donate. We hope that we can hit 2.5 million in the next 3 hours. And want to give a special plug to Mermaids, who are a charity that support young people and trans and non-binary young people and their families.
Yes, I think it's one under the PayPal Giving Fund. Something I think we'll definitely, very likely have in next year as one of the major charities, because some people here are very fond of that charity as well. So yeah, if you want to donate, you can of course pick whatever charity you want.
By a special shout
But
out
there's
to them.
the top shout out. Good idea. Good idea.
How happy are you to be here, Lydia? Are you excited?
Oh, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing
Yeah.
with excitement and also hangover.
Welcome to the stream. Of course, last year, who was in the stream?
Redacted.
Redacted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even remember. I've blanked it out for some reason.
Yeah.
I couldn't even remember who was in this. Well, this is the...
Oh, and my partner
We're
Dan
not-
was here as well.
Oh,
He's-
right.
He's watching at home.
Hi, Dan.
Shout out to Dan. And he was keeping me in line, obviously. You know, from getting too, I don't know, lewd or leery over everyone. Yeah.
That's all
Lou.
fine.
Right.
Everyone's
Leary.
clapping. Hi, Dan. Yeah.
I feel like everyone in this stream with me should have their partners with them for protection.
What?
like I need a
Such a
I
fucking
can protect
menace.
myself.
I think I need an emotional support animal rather than like protection during the stream. I just
Oh,
I want to make it clear. At some point, my fleece will come off, but not for reasons why you're thinking. It's just very warm in
when we hit 2.5 million.
donate
taking it
for the
off.
fleece being taken
I
off.
just don't want. I just want, at some point, like when the fleece inevitably does come off, I don't want people to be like, oh, like it is just very warm.
It's so right. So it's just going to get to that point.
But
It's
what
not
are
because
we?
of the conversation.
I will just pick the most inappropriate
Yeah.
point to do it at the same time.
Right.
But what are we doing today, Hannah?
Okay, well, I've got a bunch of activities that we can do. Lewis doesn't know about any of these, so I'll let you decide what you want to do first.
Okay.
So the first is like, I'm picking something up off the floor. The first is, right, this game, but we're not going to play like the whole thing, but it's basically like a Mr. and Mrs. Do you know Mr. and Mrs.? Or
No.
Mr. and Mr. or Mrs. and Mrs. So the idea is that you take a couple and you ask them questions like, who is more likely to blank, or whose farts smell the worst? And you're testing like, you're testing how well they know each other.
Right.
And we don't know each other like all that well, and you two don't know each other very well. So we thought,
Not yet.
Well,
This
but me
might
and-
be
but
interesting.
me and
Yeah, we'll
Lydia
have to
know
find
each other
out.
fairly well.
no, so but you two
Yeah, we have
aren't
to
going to be a
separate
pair.
the two.
Yeah,
So
we're
we're separating the
separated.
people who
But
do know
you-
each other very well.
okay.
So Simon and I can't be paired up, and you
Right.
two can't be paired up. So these are the pairs.
I reckon that your farts probably smell worse.
I have a stoma, so I don't fart.
It goes into a little bag.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But when you open
Now
the
you
bag,
know more
So
about me.
mine definitely smells
Yours
worse.
100% smell worse.
So
Okay.
when
Well,
you
also
open the bag, are they worse
Yeah,
then,
you can-
or is it
Yeah. So obviously everything is contained. So
it festers?
yeah,
It
but then
ferments.
but then when I go to the toilet and empty the bag, you do not want to be the person going in there after me.
Oh.
Right.
Noted.
Yeah.
I was originally going to say it's like having a space poo. You know, it's like it's sealed away. But then it's like you have to put a spacesuit on to deal with space poo. Like a biohazard situation.
So there's that. We'll definitely do that.
Yep.
And then also we have some like BuzzFeed styley online sex and relationships quizzes.
Ooh,
That
okay.
kind of like
BuzzFeed styley.
yeah, my friend who's like written a book about dating and relationships has created a bunch of quizzes to promote her book basically.
Okay.
And they're quite fun to do.
I'm excited
Right.
and slightly nervous.
There's a lot more there's a lot more structure this year.
Okay.
Oh, and someone's like, I need more alcohol. Quiz time! Ooh, people are excited about quiz. Okay, good. But I have this here now. So let's do this first. I don't know how we're going to actually... Let's not score it. I can't be bothered.
People at home, keep score for us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
trust you
But
in
the thing
chat.
is that you are like
Should have done
teams.
this in the other room, really, shouldn't we? We're all stuck on the bottom of the screen. Steve can like change the background though to like appropriate settings.
Are you sure you
love
want to
lounge.
request that?
Just
Larissa,
big
you
old
sure?
porn.
No.
What setting do you request?
A giant pineapple.
Where are we?
Where are we?
In like a restaurant in Paris, having like a date meal.
Yeah,
That's
let's
nice.
look at a
Is that your idea of a
romantic-
romantic location?
Yeah.
What-
like
what's
a
your
Paris
idea
is,
of
by a
romantic
Paris is
location,
meant to be the
Lydia?
city of love.
A
I
sunset.
broke up with my
A
long-term
sunset
boyfriend.
on a beach.
in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't
So it wasn't
What's
for
your-
him.
I would say that, but beaches get really cold at sunsets. You know.
But then you have someone to hold you tight and keep you warm, and that's what makes it romantic.
Yeah, but then you get sand's rough and coarse and irritating. and
Sand
it gets
right
everywhere.
up your bits.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sandy vagina.
Right
Love
up
Didn't
it.
say it. Did not say it.
I
I was
said
making a
it.
prequels reference.
I
You had to
said
make it lewd.
I said it. Okay.
Okay.
Right. We don't need anything other than some cards. You guys can have these ones called mains. We have the desserts. I know.
Oh.
Right. Are we gonna? Do we
Tell you what,
want to
can you put
score
us in an
this?
airport,
Oh, fuck.
Steve? Could I
Why
quite?
do we want to
that's
be at an airport?
because it's romantic. You meet people at the airport. Have you ever done that? Where, like,
I think
you
you've just
surprise
watched
someone?
Love Actually too.
I did it to my
Yeah.
girlfriend. I surprised her at the airport. It was
Oh,
lovely.
yeah, I've done that before. That's pretty
Like, it's
cute.
very romantic.
Yeah.
Put us in an airport sound.
I
What?
always
Where?
think about what Harry says in When Harry Met Sally, though, about he says that he never drops his girlfriend off or meet his girlfriend at the airport at the beginning of a relationship, because then when you get further down the relationship, he never wanted to be in a situation where his partner's like, why do you never take me to the airport anymore?
yeah.
So don't set a high.
Yeah,
precedent, like,
exactly.
keep their-
It's all
Keep
about
the standards low.
It's all about managing expectations.
Just be shit. That's all they'll expect.
Start your relationship as if you'd already been going out for 20 years. You were
just
kind of sick.
With general contempt.
What a terrifically bad piece of advice.
I don't think managing expectations is a bad piece of advice, so. think
I always
that's
heard
really-
I
that.
think you should treat the person you love like,
Yeah.
you know, the best you
I
can.
always heard that like
Yeah,
Controversial
I
opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think managing expectations is not doing that.
Okay, you're just
The
saving
only
them from
time that
hurt
you'll
further
ever be
down the line.
disappointed if expectations have not been managed correctly.
Right. So never do anything nice.
don't be.
No,
nice.
no, but you
Just-
can do nice things to them, but it like, oh my god. This
So have you ever you've been like, no, I've
Well,
already
this is
done 3
busy.
nice things for them this month.
This
like,
isn't
I'm-
romantic.
is not romantic.
Oh, how?
Exactly. How romantic is this?
This is just
what I was
cute.
thinking
Like
of.
my
Oh, I'll meet you by all
nightmare.
those sweaty taxi drivers with signs saying Mr. Chang. It's like, what do you mean? How romantic is that?
Oh my
Fine,
God.
put us in Barcelona. Somewhere in Spain. I don't know.
Sunset
Yeah.
Beach.
Sunset Beach, please.
Can we also get the audio so excited?
Oh, how did you have that so
Ah,
quickly?
That's nice.
Can't hear Simon and Hannah in my ears.
I
don't know
can't
if-
hear
I don't know
anyone
if
in
you
my
can-
ears.
We'll turn all that on.
I can't hear anyone.
I can
Turn-
only
press
hear
all the
hat.
buttons on.
I'm just hearing you in this room. Okay. Do we want to score points? So like we're a team, you guys are a team,
We're in this to win.
and we
Yeah.
get a
Well,
point.
relationships are about scoring points.
True. But we score points together. So it's like
Oh.
our relationship is better than yours because the idea is that we get a point if we both answer the same. So it means we know each other better.
Right.
So should we keep track of our respective scores?
Who gives a fuck? I don't know. That's like
Can
an
we just ask the studio
an
to do it,
extra
or is that
level
an
of-
extra task that
I
they really
mean-
don't need right now?
So the thing is that
Oh yeah, F for Notre Dame in the chat. Doesn't look like that anymore. Looks more like a barbecue.
Oh, is that
actually
what
I
we're
was in
looking at?
Paris recently. It still looks like that.
Oh,
It hasn't got the spire anymore.
Well, so what? There are so many like old.
There's so many churches.
Quiet,
Seriously-
PJ. Quiet.
here's
Oh my
why.
God, Simon's very loud now.
There are so many old like castles and churches and stuff that are in ruins, and we still go and visit them.
Yeah.
Why did they spend all the money on this instead of like helping? There's a
Oh, there's a great
there's a
many
homeless
issues
problem in Paris
that
as
they
well.
should
like,
be
could
fixed.
help
I
those
absolutely
people.
agree.
Anyway,
There's a particularly nice church.
Don't worry, this isn't we're all on a green agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't
Fuck
worry.
the French.
Don't worry, we should let's just rely on billionaires to save it.
Remember agreement?
No, but apparently we're relying on billionaires to save Notre Dame, but not us. Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're all really generous guys. Really, really nice guys.
Yeah.
Who've got us in mind. They're thinking about us.
Shout out to everybody who's French who's
They-
donated to the stream,
They're
by the way.
wanking themselves off the side of
Billionaires who
their
are watching the stream, if you'd like to donate, that would be
Just
great.
14,000.
14k. Mia,
Cheeky
you probably earn that.
14K.
If Bezos, if you're watching, you probably earn that in
He's
like 5
definitely
minutes. He's 100% a Jingle Jam.
Jeff Bezos was one of the biggest donators to Jingle Jam, actually.
Yeah, until he got overtaken by spiffing Brit.
Yeah, a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah.
For old Bezos. Got beaten by a mere generous young boy,
Yeah.
young man.
Okay, well, chat can keep score.
I mean, I have a phone. I can
Do you
literally.
have a phone? Okay.
Yes, I do have a
okay,
phone.
let's do this like properly then, because there are these whiteboards. So say if Lewis and I were going first. Here, you take this.
All
pen.
right.
And so we'd either write Hannah or Lewis.
So I'm
on
your.
it, depending.
I need to get into this relationship that we're in.
We're like co-partners.
How do
You
we
need a
make-
relationship name.
Yeah,
like
what's our-
Brangelina or something. So what's
Yeah, what's your guys'
Lana or
Whois?
Whois.
Whois and the news.
Branner.
Oh,
Branner.
okay.
Kenneth Branner. Right, Kenneth Branner.
So where
We're
did-
Kenneth
Arne.
Branagh.
Where did
We're
we meet?
either
Here, there.
Lidamon.
Lidamon.
Oh, we're a Pokemon!
Gotta catch them all.
Lidamon!
Lidamon. Is that
So,
the
no, but
evolved form of
our
it goes
name is-
cloister from shoulder and it goes to Lidamon.
Our name isn't just Branagh, our name is Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
full, this is the
So
full thing. All right.
Kenneth Branagh and Lidamon.
I like it.
Yeah,
Great.
back.
Okay,
I
I'm
like it.
keeping
So
track.
why don't we use these piles to ask each other? So you ask us
Yeah,
one,
we'll ask you a question.
and then we
Okay.
use our pile to ask you ones.
Okay.
You want to
Okay.
know more context about this relationship? We're about to find out.
Okay, we're doing it as we go.
Yeah.
All right. Who is more likely?
We've hit our head, and we're now both remembering.
Oh, look, we have scores!
Oh,
You know,
there we go.
I just had like that moment of clarity where you see the situation you're in. I just see Lewis with his Elton John glasses and Hannah wearing candy canes. I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing in my life?
Who's the power couple now?
Yeah, I feel like they're the alpha.
Good
Yeah, we
job,
need to make
Dan,
Lewis
isn't it?
expose his belly to us during this game.
my
We need to.
What's the
cover
question?
email.
I'm
Sorry.
ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Who is more likely to be lying about their past?
So, and you can answer any one of us, any one
No,
of us
no,
four.
it's either. So it's about
It's their
me and Lewis.
relationship.
So
It's
I
their
have to
relationship.
decide between.
No, we can't confer.
Well, no. Okay. I
So
agree.
who is more likely to lie about their past?
It's be lying about their past.
and it's either me or Lewis.
yeah. I see Lewis's.
Oh, I see
Re-
donos coming in.
Ready?
Thank you very much for
3,
people
2,
donating.
1.
Me.
Yeah, I said you as well. I said you because I'm an open book.
Yes, you've written a book, in fact.
Also,
So is
Two
that
books.
two?
Two books.
Is that 2 points?
no,
for
we
you?
get. Well, let's just do 1 point if you get it right. No points if you don't.
But what if you get two different answers?
Then you
Well, then
don't get
fail.
points.
Okay, right. So
Fail.
it's
you're
1
not in
point to
tune,
the team Kenneth
Because
Branagh.
you're not in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell you
Okay.
have a very
okay. So
passionate
now
relationship.
we only have one set of these, so we have to pass them.
All right.
Is there only two?
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's like
sorry.
it's a couple
Wow.
at a time.
I see.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Thank you.
Dinner
Right,
party.
ready?
What a, wow, Lydia, that's a perfectly normal sized pen that you've got right there.
How well do you guys know each other? Just so you know.
Not very well. I've watched a
Okay.
lot of Pokemon.
This
streams.
might.
Yay.
This is going to be interesting.
We haven't really spoke much. have
Who
we?
is more of a dickhead?
Oh, I know the answer to this.
Oh, this is obvious.
Oh, you're both going to say like yourself. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Lydia.
I'm a bloody delight.
I think I may have just proved you right.
Wow. So they just
you,
called each
Simon.
other
That's not a
dickheads.
negative point.
I thought the nice thing to do would be to like say that call yourself.
There's a game theory thing here, and I was like, right, okay, I reckon.
think
And
we're
you
both
both did
dickheads.
that.
I reckon if I call Lydia a dickhead.
You both did that.
Oh, they should have
Thank
drawn
you.
the
You guys
matrix
were
of
not
it.
thinking with your heads when you
Our
did that.
relationship is crumbling before it's even
You
begun.
never hang the washing out.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to read the next?
Yeah, I will read the next.
Wait, what do the winners get and how many rounds are we doing? Or we just go until we're bored?
We'll go until we're bored, or until chat's bored, which is probably already.
Oh no.
Divorce egg.
Think very carefully about this before you answer.
Ah.
Who is showing more signs of balding? Don't look at the back of each other's heads.
Yes. I mean, this one's an easy one.
Is it?
3, 2, 1. Lewis.
Sad
It's rigged.
I mean, I got those XX chromosomes. It's not going to happen to me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, women still lose their hair with old age, though, don't
It's
they?
thinner.
Yeah, but not
Could
more.
you imagine though if you just pulled off your wig?
Well, actually,
The
She's like
stress
a
of those
Koye,
two
just, like,
books has
throws
really
the
got to me.
TJ, is it possible to make my voice louder for me?
I still can't hear
Thank
anyone.
you. I can't really hear.
All right, we still got some sound issues. If you've got any sound
But it's fine.
requests,
I can hear you in person, just not in my ear.
Yeah.
so don't
Right.
worry, we'll get it.
Do you want
The
to
only person who's ever requested more Lewis.
ask them?
Oh yeah.
Right. You better fucking be in sync with me a
Right.
little bit.
This is the kind of thing I was expecting.
Yeah.
This one.
It's a mixture. It's a mixed bag.
Oh, God.
Who is more likely to own a sex toy?
I mean,
Oh, I don't know what you've written. I know what I think the right answer is.
I think what you think is the right answer is the wrong answer, Simon. Anyway. never
I
mind.
think that you're trying to make me think the wrong answer.
She's fucking with you because she wants to win.
You're using your female ways, Hannah.
3, 2, 1. Show.
Me!
Yay!
Good
My
point. But the thing is that
massive
I know that Simon
dildo.
does own sex toys.
Thanks for the recommendation, Hannah. I'm very grateful.
You're welcome.
Is that just because women are more likely to like?
I was
saying-
going purely statistically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think statistically women are more likely, but I knew for a fact that Simon does own at least one.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Oh.
I mean, I literally did a Kerbal Space Program playthrough where chat requested that I name the rocket that particular toy,
Oh.
which was hilarious. the Satisfyer Pro 2.
Satisfyer Pro.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow, that sounds powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Is there a referral code you can give out for that, Hannah? or-
I mean, I do have a Love Honey discount code, but I don't think this is the time or the place.
The charity stream.
Yeah. If anyone wants it, just tweet me afterwards.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it to you.
Right, you guys, ready?
God, I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. Let's
All
keep
right.
going. I'm glad we just ploughed straight past that whole topic.
Bear in mind, chat, you can also
At
say
least
pineapple.
We
Yeah,
could have
that's
hovered there awkwardly and
What the shit?
asked questions.
Yeah.
Wait. Help me, husband.
There you go. Oh, sorry. Oh, we're married now. I just thought we were in a relationship.
We're married. Who had sex most recently?
Oh, God. Are you in a relationship? I don't actually know.
Yep.
Okay.
That was the most.
I don't know when.
But you have to remember, is Lewis in a relationship?
Yeah,
Probably
but it's
still a
also
virgin.
Dan in a relationship. I think,
Oh my
I
God.
think the fleece needs to come off.
I'm getting the burns over here. Pineapple. Jesus Christ, chat.
It's weird because
I think, okay, here's the thing.
Ooh,
you've changed your
I'm
mind
changing my, no, I'm just going for what I think you're going to say.
she's playing the game.
based on what?
Based on what I think other people would think.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Let's just show our answers. 3, 2, 1,
Hannah.
Hannah.
It's been a couple of weeks.
Nice. Okay.
I never would have guessed that the person with the sex education channel would have more sex more recently than the person with the channel originally about World of Warcraft. I mean, call me strange. I didn't see that one coming.
Thank you. There you go.
Funnily enough, than I did Lewis.
Jingle Jam's busy. I'm very tired afterwards. I'm very, very tired.
Makes sense.
A lot of drinking. A lot of eating. A lot of waffles.
Dan and I have both been ill. I was ill, and then he was ill. So that's why I was just like, ooh, I don't know. Because if you'd have said, like, oh, we, hadn't had sex in a month, but then it actually happened yesterday, I'd be like, well,
Yikes.
yeah,
I'd
then
be like,
got
pow.
ya. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, next question.
Yes.
Next question.
Yes. Next question.
Oh, I like this one. This is
Okay.
even better. Because this involves us two as well.
Oh, God.
Who is more likely to have had impure? That's in inverted commas. No thoughts really.
No judgment.
Yeah, no judgment here. Who is more likely to have had impure thoughts about someone in this room?
Oh my God.
Oh,
So
fuck.
are you saying, is it more likely that Simon's been thinking about Hannah
Or you.
Lydia's been thinking about me?
Or me?
Pineapple!
You can't call pineapple or you can't pull the escape hose already. We barely even started.
Oh, no, because it's anyone in the room. So it's not just you two.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's about you, Lewis. I could have been fantasizing about Simon.
Or yourself?
Oh yeah, or Simon could have been thinking
Or
about
yourself.
you.
Yeah, or myself.
I frequently fantasize about
Or
myself.
Simon could have been
Oh.
thinking about me, or
Exactly.
you
I
could have
could
been
be
thinking
thinking
about
about
Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Can I just write pineapple?
Absolutely.
Oh, this one.
What is this 68 point? No, anyway, thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh.
Because I know me, but
Oh, well, I know me.
Good
Ooh.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable. Right.
Oh God. Well, I mean, my mind is a blur constantly. I mean, when I saw you, I was like, what?
that's it. I'm done.
I'm done.
That's it.
What is happening? How long's it been? 20 minutes?
It's been 2 weeks. I'm like, hot-blooded man. I've had the yog plague.
Right. All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Simon.
Oh!
Look at the disappointment on Lewis's face.
I am not disappointed.
Pineapple.
I know Simon was thinking about me.
Yeah,
okay.
of course he
I
was.
did have this conversation actually yesterday, funnily
Also,
enough.
but
about
the
Lewis.
question wasn't like, have you? It was who's more likely.
More likely,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's still hypothetical,
There you go.
Well, could still hypothetically break my heart.
I'm sure.
Smiley face in chat, please. Smiley faces in the chat.
Oh,
All
Oh
right.
my gosh. Oh wait,
do the
you
next
guys.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you need to pick one for us.
At least we finally got one right.
Should I just pick a horrible one?
Oh, well, that's what I did with the second.
Oh, okay.
Because some of them are a bit boring.
Oh, wait,
this
you.
one-
I've just been picking them straight off the
I'm
top.
not going to read this one because it is painfully obvious what the answer is. Who is more of a nerd?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, some of them are like, you know,
the balding
bit-
one.
yeah.
okay.
Oh God.
Now I'm going to preface this question with an abstract.
Right.
Consider that this is not just based on appearance. It is also based on business acumen.
What?
Who would make more money as a homeless person?
Oh no, this is inappropriate. I'm calling pineapple.
You're calling pineapple.
Yeah,
on that.
I think that's inappropriate.
Okay, we can cycle that one out.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that, I'm going to do it the burn pile.
We'll just fucking check it. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay, who is more likely to appear on the Jeremy Kyle show?
Oh, my God. Does that still exist?
No.
No, not anymore.
It's got taken off air.
I used to watch that all of the time.
Well,
Who is
okay.
more
Well,
likely? I don't know, like, your background.
Because you could go on Jeremy Kyle for so many things. I had a mate who went on 5 times.
What?
think.
What?
What kept
He was
happening?
banned from going on anymore.
So you just, was it
Why
all
did
true
they, like,
stuff?
let us
Apparently, yeah, I think so. It was a Matthew Pierce. It was a guy I went to school with. And it was like, if people look him up on YouTube, it's like the weirdest stuff that he went on for.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Lewis.
What? I thought it would be the other way around.
I put Lewis. Well, I don't know your situation, but I know that like I'm
I
middle
would never
class
be seen dead
and
on the
my
Jeremy fucking
parents
Kyle
are
show.
But my parents are still together, just like demographically. I'm not the
Right.
Jeremy Kyle demographic. I don't know what your demographic is though.
Yeah, I'm a wild card. I'm
So-
For people who aren't from the UK, we might have to explain that. It's like the Jerry
It's
Springer
like
show.
Jerry
Yeah.
It's like modern gladiatorial combat.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's-
It's
The
been
question,
taken
the
down.
question, yeah, the question was a bit awkward. It was like basically, who do you think is more working class? That's how I.
Was that the question?
Well, have you seen the show?
I'll take that judgment. It's okay.
I just know how painfully middle class I am.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I can see it. You know, and I can feel it radiating from this bottle of rosé.
I'm wearing fucking Lucian yak like fleece and.
I don't
drinking
even
rosé.
know what that is.
Oh, it's like an ethical, sustainable brand.
When was the last time you had an avocado?
There are 2 in my fridge that are currently uneaten. The last time was maybe 2 weeks ago.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah.
It's fine. I
How are
don't
you
eat
gonna get all the good
avocados that
fat?
often, and I managed to buy a house. So that's the maths there.
Right. Okay. That was the thing that was holding everyone else back.
Yeah.
Two avocados. Right, ready.
According to newspapers.
How do you cut them up?
Oh, I make it up. I think you kind of do it around that way, and then you break it in half, and then you like scoop it out.
With a spoon.
Avocados are trash tier food. I'm just going to say it.
Get the fuck out.
Avocados are great.
Dan
I don't like avocado.
Look, we're not having another fight, all right? We're new into this relationship.
Sorry,
I'm
yes.
worried about how much we're
Do you
arguing.
want to like do what they do and like pick the best one? Oh,
Nah,
that's
these
actually,
are
that's
fine.
quite good actually. It's because we got the dessert.
Which of you is more likely to cheat on your partner?
Well, no one's going to answer this honestly because maybe
Well, Simon
partners,
went straight in there.
partners could be watching at home. Not that I'm saying, but you know, just dig in.
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty sure
dig in.
Pixel Girl isn't watching. Stop watching, please.
You rate yourself. 3, 2, 1.
Big lips.
Simon.
Oh,
I told you.
They would not.
No one's going to admit to that.
it's probably good. that
But I mean,
you
I know that I have a
say
0% chance. So, you know, even if it's a 0.1% chance, Lydia, that's still more likely.
More likely or less likely to. Because I don't know if this is true, you know. I mean, obviously, we've already stereotyped that women are more likely to have sex toys, you know. And we've already stereotyped a few other things.
I think the stereotype would be men are more likely to cheat, but it's like, well, who are they cheating with? Like, if they're a straight guy. But then, when you think about it, so do you remember when, like, Ashley Madison got hacked? It was like this big site that you could sign up to like, have an
married,
affair.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like people who were in relationships who wanted to it was like online dating for people who wanted to have affairs. And when they had a massive data breach and all of the people who were registered, like all of their info was like leaked, but people did some like research into it, and basically Ashley Madison were like, we have this percentage of men signed up to our profile and this percentage women signed up, but turns out lots of the women were actually bots.
Oh.
So all of these men are online like
Talking to fake
talking
women.
to robots. So it was like majority men on that site. So I don't know if that it doesn't necessarily prove that men are more likely to cheat, but it's like an example of.
They're trying harder to. Not necessarily
Putting the
succeeding.
work
Yeah.
in.
They want to be.
I reckon
Okay.
guys have got to. Well, that is really just. I reckon it's got to be a high percentage of guys. I don't know why I think that though.
I don't know. I think that is the stereotype. I think there might be some data to back it up.
Yeah.
but
It's
also-
certainly what you see in media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have any of you
And
ever
also the-
cheated?
Is anyone ever no? But would anyone ever admit to that on a live stream, Lewis?
I've never done it.
I don't know. It depends like how you feel about it. If you're like way past it and you could be like, yeah, well, 10 years ago when I was 13. No,
I held hands with the other girl
Yeah,
in
do
year
you know what I
9.
mean? Like when I was in
I
school.
shared my Twix with a different girl.
That is a euphemism.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I gave her one of the other fingers. Oh, no. Oh no.
What?
I was trying to at least be vaguely oblique.
What?
Okay,
Right, should we just pass this back? Let's pass this back.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Pineapple pen, right there.
There we go.
Chat is saying pineapple.
Nasty.
Is this chat telling us to move on?
No.
Can we subtract a point from them for that? What do you think?
What? Subtract a point from us? What? No!
For what? For
what?
For being honest.
For being...
For telling the truth.
Thank you. Trying to find the most.
You're right. Stop
trying to
fucking around
find
with that,
the
Simon.
hardest
Christ.
question.
A lot of these are just very fucking vanilla.
Do you want half of this pile? The
Do
dessert.
you have some
the
of your-
Have
dessert
some of the
pile
dessert.
seems
Hervey
a bit
pile.
filthier,
Right,
maybe.
let's have
Okay.
this. There we go.
Let's make Lewis
Oh.
awkward.
I mean, this is easy though.
I think... Yeah.
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 Should we do it though?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
yeah.
so
If it's
apparently
that
easy.
easy.
We're in this together.
But wait, but I think it's too easy.
No, but I kind of want... I want to see
fuck
this
is that one?
unfold.
All right, I'll do this one.
Oh God.
Who has the more outrageous fetish? Lewis is like, Lewis.
I think. Anyway,
3, 2, 1, Hannah.
Lewis. I think you're a dark horse. I think like the reason I said that is I think that like publicly you're like coy and ashamed and embarrassed by it, but
He's secretly a
behind
furry.
behind closed doors, I think you're just
No
like.
way. I thought you
Damn
were.
it.
I thought more middle class, the more fucking
No.
deviant.
The more repressed
there's
your
also-
fetish
You've got
has
like your
become.
sex dungeon with your baby nappies and stuff.
No, I just assumed we might have been the opposite, where it's like I talk about it a lot, but I'm actually quite vanilla,
Oh.
and you don't talk about it at all, but are really kinky. That's what I
Right.
thought.
That's
might-
usually how it goes, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
That was my assumption. It's our first time not getting a point though. We're doing great.
That's the first breaking point. Turns out we're both not really that weird. Or maybe we're both really hiding it.
Yeah, who
Because
knows?
we're both really weird.
I know you're really weird, is the thing.
But sexually, you know, Lewis is.
Oh, no, I don't know
Yeah.
that.
What are you cheating on me with Lewis?
Did stay at my flat.
What the fuck?
Did,
Oh no, I dropped it.
did stay at my. Oh shit.
Thank
There
you.
you go. All right. Good luck. Oh, do I have to do
You.
last next?
I don't mind.
Sorry, I'm trying to avoid coughing into the mic chat. I feel like Tay Zonde, like moving away from the microphone to breathe. But I've still got Yog plague.
Yeah.
All right.
No, really no. Oh. This might bring up some shit. Who knows?
Draw on my face. No. Did I draw on my face? Oh, no.
Did you what?
You're fine.
Never mind.
I'm having a moment.
There's no pen on your face.
Okay, thank you.
Who is more of a disappointment to their parents?
The music just stopped. That was such a great moment.
Thing is, I know what you think, but I know what I think, and I think it's different. Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Big lids.
Me.
The thing is, I thought that you would say that you were, but I still think my parents are like not. I don't know. They're not watching, but like I don't know.
Thing is, my mum probably is watching this, and she's going, "Yeah, you're right, you little disappointment." Yeah, you got it right. You
That's a little cute nickname for you.
yeah, little disappointment.
My little disappointment. I don't think you're a disappointment.
I'm not really. I'm just joking. I'm not really. I think they're pretty proud
But
of me.
hey, you guys got a point
Maybe.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was playing
Points.
for here.
Play for the
I
points.
was playing for what you thought.
Exactly.
Play for the points,
Play
not
for
the
the points.
truth.
Can we get that point, please?
Yeah,
We
we're
desperately need.
noticing that we are still on 2. We would like to say.
Yeah. Also, the restaurant has been removed from. It's breached terms of service. I've just noticed.
Oh no, it has. It's
Why
getting
is-
too
Oh
lewd.
God.
Let's do the next one.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, is it my turn?
Not that one.
Well, hang on. Did we not want to go for this one?
Oh,
realised
yeah.
Okay.
Using.
Yeah, I know.
Who
Don't
would,
worry, our relationship is rock solid.
something is anyway. Who would feel more out of place at an orgy?
This is easy.
Is it though?
Yeah, 3,
Yep,
2, 1,
me.
Lewis.
Yeah.
I've never been to an orgy, but I feel like I would enjoy.
I think you'd embrace it.
I'm a lurker.
Very
there.
middle class.
I would I would stand at the side and just observe
That's weird.
and enjoy.
Have
it.
a-
I could
Those
see
white
you
shirts.
putting your car keys into that bowl.
Depends if I fancy the other people there. I'm quite fussy.
Yeah.
I remember because have you
Some
listened?
of us
point,
can't afford
please.
to be fussy.
Have you listened to My Dad Wrote a Porno?
The first
Start.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did in their like second show they do about it. They did interview somebody who sort of organised like middle class sort of swinging parties at like country homes. Like they do actually exist.
Oh, yeah. They're
I always thought they were just like a myth, but like
Yeah.
hey,
People crazy.
I think
Yeah.
people are just having a conversation, and they casually like bring it up. They're like, "Oh, hey,
do you want to come swinging?
did you ever hear about those parties that those guys do?"
I hear there's great food.
I don't think you
Lots
want
of
to
snacks.
I don't think you want to be eating anything there.
That's what I heard.
Really.
Oh boy.
No, but that's how you entice in those
Oh.
people. You're like, I hear the
Oh,
spread is good.
you bring them. You lead them in by their belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or because if we're imagining these are like quite well-off people, then we're like, oh, have you seen the inside of their houses? And people go out of curiosity to like have a snoop around
Just
their
have a
neighbour's
snoop around the house
room.
and then they're just like,
And then
yeah,
they just
let's
start
fuck.
fucking everyone? Like,
Yeah.
how does that work?
I don't know.
Oh, whoops.
This is entirely my assumption.
Who would live in a house like that? Like through the keyhole are quite a very different meaning this decade.
Fab.
Like avocado? Have you seen
We had-
the-
Lewis, 20 minutes ago called. They want their content back.
I don't know what just happened though. I think Lewis went into his like happy place, closed his eyes, and was just like, "Does anyone else like avocado?"
It's just been ice cream truck music going around his head.
They're all having sex in all the bedrooms.
Oh, maybe not for this stream.
Maybe not for this stream.
Oh, God, I'm so intrigued to know what it says.
I'll tell you after.
All right.
Um,
I don't know
sure.
if we can do that.
Oh.
You,
Lewis, you're the one in charge.
You call the shots.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, God, okay.
No, it's an easy point for them though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, give it to us. Come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of the competition?
Play
You
this
orgy.
shit tactically.
Are you
No,
afraid
no,
of the
we can't do
competition,
that
You
Hannah?
gave us an orgy.
Yeah,
you
we
an
gave you an
orgy.
orgy.
All right.
Please
Okay.
respond.
All right then. Who is the largest genitalia?
Brilliant.
Big lids. I think it's probably the nominative determinism is at play here.
Oh my god. I didn't even think of
That's-
that.
Ooh, vaginas
That
do
is
stretch.
definitely.
You okay?
All right.
Well, she's a very large lady.
Ah,
If everything is in
It's called Big
proportion.
Lids.
Oh my god, they didn't even
I thought you were on board, Lydia.
Well, we gave you the opportunity
Jesus
to point and you did not take it.
what the fuck?
You took off Big Lids. I thought you'd be on with the meme. God damn
Oh
it!
my god.
Recip.
My god. Gay penis. Here you go.
Did you say gatekeeper?
no.
No.
Thank you.
Jesus. Death by snooze.
Right. Who has the weirdest taste in men/women?
Ooh. I can see how it looks like the maths lady meme right now. I've got the equations going on over your head.
Yeah.
On a way up the different, like, I know how fucked up I am. But Lewis is pretty fucked up.
Who is the weirdest taste? How do we define weird? Ah, fuck it.
Just weird.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, me.
Me.
Ah. That's quite nice.
Well,
I
look,
think we should
I'm
get
not.
a point for that.
I-
No!
It's
Who's
funny.
said me?
It's funny. Sometimes, I see someone and I'm like, damn,
They're
she
fucking
ugly.
weird looking and I want them.
Damn, she ugly, but I want that. Is that what the rest of that sentence was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. Weird.
sense.
Just happens. And maybe we're just normal then in that case.
Well, I think everybody looks at people and goes, "Good God, you're fucking ugly," like
I
from
really
time to time.
wanna
And I
do you.
love you.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Lydia, are you ready for this?
Oh my god.
Look, all right, I'm sick of your shit. This relationship is just bringing me down.
I'm
Honestly.
managing your expectations.
You're
That's all I'm doing. I'm
Come on.
managing your expectations.
Yeah, sure.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Give me the next fucking question.
Who is more likely to be sporting a vajazzle or a pajazzle? Do we
Can
need
you
to
please define what a pajazzle is?
So, a vajazzle or a pajazzle is basically
I'm familiar with a vajazzle.
I know
Well,
the
it's
vajazz,
it's-
but what's the pajazz? Like
Well-
down the penis?
Well, it's just basically just the pubic area, but just on
Like
either
a-
body with like little sticky on gems.
Like rhinestones.
Yeah.
Or like an ornamentation.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of work
Yeah.
gone on. Like a little bit of care. A little.
That's not me.
Yeah, but
Alright.
with
Um,
sparkly gems.
I mean,
They get stuck on. Do we need to Google this image? Do we have the vajazzle as our new background? No.
Imagine this question is, who is more likely to put glitter in a greetings card?
Oh,
Oh, you just made it so PG.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I'm on it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lydia.
me.
There you
You're like so like me. Have you done it? Have you had a vajazzle?
No, I haven't. I remember when they were like, they got really popular.
Yeah.
Remember when everyone like in Essex was sporting a vajazzle?
Well, I swear it became popular because
Did
of.
you sport a vajazzle? You're from Essex.
Well, never.
I swear they became popular because of
Not that I
Sun Sex and
remember.
Suspicious Parents. Because it was the kind of thing that they used to do. They'd get like a tattoo or you'd get a vajazzle or something.
A vajazzle's a little less permanent. You can just peel
Yeah.
those
That's why it's
off.
the kind of thing you do on
What,
like.
to like rebel against your parents?
Yeah, like, yeah, fuck you, mum. I'm gonna have Spider-Man in rhinestones.
I always thought having a vajazzle was a little bit like having like diamonds stuck to your teeth or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like weird. It's like weirdly.
It's a weird flex of wealth.
weird flex.
But I don't know how expensive it is because I don't know like.
Expensive, is it? I was going to say, what's the point?
You'd have
'Cause
to get a wax at the same time though.
Otherwise, it'd just be horrible, wouldn't
But
it?
or maybe you have to. I don't know the logistics of it.
The
You have
jewel?
to go in.
Can anyone in chat? Has anybody here had a vajazzle or a
How much did it
pajazzle?
cost? Did you?
Pajazzle sounds like
they
really
wax
fancy
you?
pajamas.
I'm wearing
my pajazzle.
Come pre-waxed.
We'll have matching pajazzles.
Oh, that's cute. That's
Mr. and Mrs. Pajazzles.
Fucking romance goals, right
So
there.
it's like rhinestone encrusted pajamas.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you meant we were going to get matching.
Oh, we can also do that
Okay,
underneath.
cool.
Like,
All right, nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what's the point because no one sees it, but I realised that's just a self.
Mr. Fishmaster apparently.
So-
has had a,
So never mind.
Oh, I love a good
Chat, I'm
accidental.
not helping this.
Self-burn.
yeah. I googled and it looks like shit. Well,
I don't think it's only £2.50. It's a bloody bargain. Less than a
Well, I
coffee.
guess if you could buy a packet of vajazzles in Boots, maybe, and then just stick them on yourself.
or like the temporary tattoos. You're just like, yeah, I fancy that one
Yeah.
today. Like,
I like that. Why not?
Oh my
Why
God.
not?
Yeah, just
Each
got a
their
mirror.
own.
so when you first said it, I wasn't sure if it was down like the penis rather than
I was
like.
like, I was
on the
imagining
pubes.
like a
if you
Like
got
an
a
arrow.
wax. No, it's on the mons pubis.
Yeah.
That bit where
The highest mountain on Mars. Yeah.
yeah, your pubic hair bit.
Yeah. No, not like a go faster stripe.
Yeah.
You're right, Lewis.
Yes. I'm enjoying
He's
this.
rubbing his belly. We're almost there.
We're leading him in by his belly to this
Wait,
orgy.
what is this? What is the belly thing? I'm missing something.
You introduced it. I don't know.
When did I
You said you lead people into the orgies by their bellies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, with the food.
Yeah.
Lewis, don't look at me like that whilst you're rubbing
you
your
hung-
belly having this
Are
conversation.
you hungry?
No,
No,
I'm
yeah.
just feeling a heartburn or something.
Checking.
I'm just in pain. Oh, okay.
Pass me a dessert.
About to lose my lunch.
There's a
Please.
bunch of desserts. So you've gone through
Thank
all the
you.
desserts I already
You
gave.
only gave us like 3, I think.
I only grabbed a few. All right, let's have a
Is
look
it,
at
is
this
it my turn to do one? Or is it yours?
one. You.
Alright.
I'm just taking a...
like-
That
This is
first one
like-
did look good.
This is
It's
like
quite
a
easy, though.
middle class
Is it,
drunken adult party,
Was it?
isn't it?
What this is?
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Actually, yeah, that could
Yeah.
be, yeah.
Content.
All right, we've conferred in our very strong relationship over here.
Very powerful.
Very powerful. Who would bring the least to a threesome? You turn up, 3 parties are
I mean,
involved.
she's already said she's a lurker.
What are your cards on the table?
She's just watching.
Doesn't mean I'm not bringing that much.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy being watched.
That's true. That is a king.
So you, me, and someone else are having a threesome.
No. I mean, I
Bringing
think
the
it's
least.
just in general threesome.
No, but in Mr. and Mrs.
Is that okay?
that is
Because
the
otherwise it could be
scenario.
like you and 2 Olympians, and obviously like
I'm
they're going to be doing like handstands and shit,
Okay, right.
and you're just in the corner
Who's
like, I'll
bringing
watch
the
you
least?
guys.
Just clapping.
Yeah. Keep time.
This is bad. 3, 2, 1, Lewis.
3, 2, 1.
Third person.
Oh, it's an able
Sorry,
save.
is that you now? That's sweet.
Surely.
That's sweet that you believe
it wouldn't
that,
have
Lewis.
been either of us.
But you did also
We
break
did
the
bring it
rules
out.
of the game.
Oh.
But that's fine.
That's a minus point,
That's
I
a
think.
No!
minus 4 points, actually.
I think it's like plus 2 points because Lewis was so romantic.
I don't know if that was romance.
No, Simon just
We
said
lost the
something.
point because you weren't romantic.
No, what? 0? Oh.
Simon just said something. Could you just repeat yourself, please, Simon? I just want to see what all these people atting you are saying in response to.
Simon Honeydew.
Yes, Simon Honeydew, the one, the only.
What does he get sticking his
Lewis would try and film a
That's
tip
fair
while the other 2 did it.
try and film it.
Today, I...
Wow.
Today I plugged.
Wow.
I know what
Wow.
that means. Anyway.
Alex
wait,
had a great
no, you
time
pick
editing
one.
that.
You pick one.
All right.
Oh, we did that one.
Just the tip, yes.
Oh, we,
Yes,
Oh,
chat.
let's do it before we-
Wrong.
God, we've not. That's a bit boring.
You think?
Don't want a boring ones.
Oh, but it might be hard for them to actually get a point.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who is more likely to get horny while playing Twister? You're playing Twister. Who's more likely to get an accidental
Hard on or wide
hard
on?
on or
Wide on, I'm sorry.
White on.
I think that comes from a film or something.
I don't think I've heard that.
Mean
expression
Girls,
before.
maybe. I mean,
Wide on. Please, chat. Please tell me
Horrible.
like where wide
A
on
lady
comes
boner.
from. Yeah, lady boner.
a boner slash a gentleman boner or a lady boner.
Wide on really isn't like a really great term. But I've definitely heard it somewhere.
It's horrible. That's horrid.
This is actually this is actually quite tricky. Twister is a very
Gets a gush on.
sexual
Can we
game.
please ban whoever said that in the chat, please?
It's very
Oh.
erotic.
Thing is, I can imagine.
I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Thing is, I can imagine you're very good at Twister because you know
So
you're
long.
tall, you've got longer limbs.
It's a gigantic
You'd never have to
spider
touch
woman.
anyone else. It's
I just loom over them like,
it's like an SCP drawing or something.
spider.
It's like
looking down above everyone.
Liddy Longlegs.
Oh, that's cute.
Like to get the horn though.
This is actually tricky.
I will say that I find Twister very difficult because my like core strength is limited. So like, it's like when you do yoga and like you're like straining to hold the
Yeah,
position.
I'm also very weak.
I can't get a wide on whilst like that.
This is
happening.
conferring.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, this
Sorry.
is cheating.
Can we say the third person?
It's just the two of you playing Twister together.
Until one of us gets excited.
Till one of us gets a hard on.
What's this? I feel. Aha!
Hey, foreplay's different for everyone.
Floor play.
Hey, I like it. I like the pun.
They like the pun. Yes,
I
Hannah.
like
I
the
mean,
pun.
I'm just gonna,
You're going with that, are you?
well, no,
I just saw someone in chat saying, well, we know who the Hermione is. And I was like, I hope that's about me. And then someone was like, Hannah really likes the rules. I was like, okay, it is about me.
I think I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking what you're thinking.
3, 2, 1.
Simon.
Me. Yeah.
Nice. Well done. Oh, shit.
Even
They've matched us.
with the core strength, the weak
I'm just like-
core strength.
Sweat dripping from his down.
Wow, that was a real
Giant
good visual.
boner.
Yeah,
There you
that was the
go.
last time I went to yoga with my girlfriend. And
You
like,
got a hard on.
No, oh god, I shouldn't have said that. I'm doing a Hagrid, everyone. What I meant was, I went to yoga and she was like, "You don't need to bring a towel. It's fine. Like it's really low intensity." And I was there like trying to hold like the fucking warrior pose or whatever it is. And I was
I'm
just
the
like,
same. It's really hard. Yeah.
just dripping sweat everywhere.
Warrior
lot of
3,
muscles
that's
then.
the difficult one.
Oh god. Your turn, isn't it? Yeah.
Was she? Well, we've done that.
We've done that.
Pardon?
Oh my god, that one was dark.
I know.
Okay, we need to
Yeah, I don't
back.
understand
What's
that
your
one
favourite
is
position?
very.
I think that could be interesting, actually. It doesn't have to be sexual.
I really do.
I
love
reckon go
child's
with that.
pose.
What about that one?
Weird.
It's the relaxation one.
Do you want to drop that bomb?
Oh,
Please help.
what is the bomb?
Do you want to drop
Yeah,
that
I wanna
bomb?
drop-
Okay, you drop.
I
I'll
wanna
go for
drop
this
this
one.
bomb.
I'll go for this other one next.
All right.
What was it?
Okay, who is more likely to enjoy being peed on by their partner?
Fuck.
Just dropping a squat. Just,
Dropping a squat.
just letting it all come out. Golden shower. The old golden.
Who is more likely to be
Beautiful
elected
flow.
president of the United States?
Urine everywhere, dripping down your body.
Please stop talking, Lydia. Please. This is a family stream.
Oh, I've no idea.
We're like 11k away from 2.5 million. We're not going to get there with talk of pissing. Pissy, pissy, pissy.
Who likes it? Come on, own up. Don't be shy. It's warm.
I'm ready.
Comforting.
I'm
Lydia,
ready.
I'm beginning to think that you may have a pee fetish. It's just a
Hey,
hint.
what?
Like, I just,
Don't you kink shame me.
okay. No, there's no shame. It was no judgment.
Fuck no!
The third person. Oh!
Are you shitting me?
Oh my god, really? Oh. Neither of us. I honestly, I cannot. I'm
I
so.
genuinely I was like, oh, I could make a joke and put the third
What?
person, and then I wrote your name, and then I was like, no,
I
thought
just
I
find the
didn't know.
idea of it
And then I
so
wrote-
awful.
and then I
So
wrote
wait, hang on, wait,
And
but
I
who's the-
can't even. I can't even imagine that anyone else would be into it ever.
Who is the third person?
Who are you pissing on?
Someone who doesn't exist.
But you have two people peeing on you? You just made it twice as
No,
bad.
this one person is. No, we're peeing on them.
You're both.
Wait a minute, was that
yeah.
the question?
We're both
being
peeing
peed
on
on
them.
by their
I
partner.
feel like that. Sort of
We're
point
sat
thing.
next
We're
to each
both
other,
peeing on them.
peeing jointly onto someone else's face.
Why does it have to be their face?
Well,
What?
whatever.
It didn't specify that in
I'm
the
sorry,
question.
Lydia.
Wherever they want to be peed on.
All right.
I knew that I'm not into it, and we already.
It's got to be the face.
We
though, right?
already.
Oh, in your face? Getting pissed
We
on in
already
your
established
face.
that you're not
What are they?
kinky as I
They
thought
don't
you
like
might have.
piss on my lower leg.
No, I mean like your body. Surely that would be the king. If it's in your face, it's all in your hair, up your nose.
I think that's
What
part
is this,
of it.
Lydia, by the way?
Oh,
I
it's just
don't-
orange
I
juice.
don't, if you're
It's-
going to get pissed
that's-
on, you've got to have it right in the
It's
face.
orange. Put it away. It's
Do you want me to-
Just orange juice. It's just orange juice. That's my secret
But
stash.
you might not want to actually drink it. You might just want it
Lukewarm.
Like, on your body.
I don't think. I mean,
but
that's a
dehydrated.
completely-
But if you're peeing on your face, it just might accidentally get in your mouth. That's the thing.
Right.
But people probably open their mouth. Like,
Maybe.
ah.
Maybe some people-
Lydia, you're really not helping this this fan theory now.
I mean, should we get a point for that?
No.
We got the same answer.
It's kind of incredible that of all the things you could have possibly written, you both wrote the one answer that
Well,
like,
it was-
wasn't in the quiz.
It was a callback.
It was a
classic.
comedy.
It's classic.
Give them a comedy point.
Yeah, it's a good relationship. They
Yeah.
are the alpha.
All right.
Strong.
Yeah, we got them.
Rub it in, Lydia. Why
I'm
don't
so
you?
glad you
Well-
wrote that.
I don't mean the pee.
I did initially write you, and then I was like, oh no, he already established he's not kinky, and I knew that I wasn't into it. So I
We've
didn't
learned
write
this
me.
from each other.
See, I told you we would get to know each
This
other.
is
whilst
about
playing.
building.
I certainly feel like I know something about Lydia that I didn't at the start of the stream.
Yeah.
The start of the stream,
That's
pun
right.
intended.
Yeah.
Surely,
Wait,
if you're being pissed on, you drink a bit, right?
Oh,
Clip. That's gonna get clipped. That's gonna get taken out of context.
Oh, that's
No, that's not.
That's mean.
No. Oh no.
no.
Ooh, no.
God, I'm so curious.
Well, no, because someone.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good one. Who is hairier down below?
Ooh.
I'd like to say hello to everyone who's watching this in the Mad Cat compilation on YouTube. I assume most of the stream is in the compilation.
Hi, Mum.
Hiya.
Yeah.
You proud of me yet?
Still disappointed, huh? I understand.
I'm the only person that this isn't like different from my day-to-day life.
Just talking about.
Just
you.
talking about pubes and peeing.
Not something I
Who is hairier? Was it?
discuss.
Who is hairier? down below, specifically in the genitalia region,
Yeah.
not just feet.
And we can't put the other person. No.
You mean
Okay,
the
the third person.
The third person.
Okay.
Hang
3, 2,
2.
1.
Lydia.
Simon. And we both drew.
We both drew some bush.
Aw.
Now that's couple goals. When you both just
We both
draw
just drew
a
casual
bush.
bush.
But also,
You know,
we
that's
both-
really romantic.
what we have learned today is that both of you trim.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, Hannah?
Depends on.
Everyone does a little bit of gentleman topiary.
Yeah. So just
Not
polite.
the 1980s.
Yeah.
Right.
No judgment here. No judgment here.
Good.
Yeah.
Lewis, do you trim? We've had it confirmed from Hannah, but
Well, I'm of course. Got, you know,
You can say pineapple, dear.
gotta keep it tidy.
would you describe yourself as a manscape artist?
I've never really had much hair to work with anyway, Simon. It's only recently that I've even got a beard.
Oh, God.
Ah, adorable.
Wow, this is the darkest timeline. Speaking of which, actually, this is an interesting one. I hope
What's
it's.
it?
I hope this isn't sex related.
Oh. Oh my god.
That is a weird.
It's a
fucking
weird question. I don't
It's
know
a
why this is
Weird.
here.
Google something?
No, it's just weird.
Who last killed a living creature?
Now we're knowing about the
Oh,
psychopath
I
stuff.
know. I know.
Well, she's obviously been. on a
Please tell
fucking
me this
murdering
isn't
spree.
actually sex related.
Not sex related, no.
Good. Good.
Like, when did anyone last kill something?
Well, you know,
I
if
guess
you-
you squish a bug.
Squish a bug, or you
Yeah.
run over a ferret or something.
Yeah, a ferret.
My dad ran over a ferret once.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, that's real
We
sad.
ran over a pheasant
That's
once
slap.
in our car, and that was
Yeah.
because we swerved out of the way of the pheasant, and it was like, okay.
I watched the
It just
dog.
walked further into the road.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Hannah.
Yeah.
What did you kill?
We have a gecko and she eats
What the-
crickets.
Oh.
And sometimes the crickets escape. And this morning there was one in our bathroom, so I just picked it up and flushed it down the toilet.
Good
You didn't
lord.
give it to the gecko?
Well, no, the gecko tank
a
was
meal.
like too far away, and I was naked, and I was like
Running
you know.
around with a
I'm,
cricket.
I'm all up
Yeah.
for touching insects, but not when I'm naked.
Thing naked.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, like,
Let's not make
also
it into a sex
you're a
thing,
vegan,
Hannah.
right? So that's why
I
was,
know. I
like,
can't
it
think of the
couldn't
last
have
time I would have killed anything.
Felt like a bug.
I don't have any
Anyway.
pets or anything, or
You squished a bug.
I don't even have a car, so I don't hit things.
been.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah, no,
I
literally
assumed you'd
this
run over
morning
something on the
killed
way
everything.
down.
Wow.
Oh,
I assumed you just
poor-
like hit a
R.I.P.
deer,
little cricket.
like had to
R.I.P.
get out of the car.
And if you like,
like
I don't know, you might be killing stuff all the time and not realise it.
Well, we are, aren't we? Like,
Microbial life?
it's
By,
all-
by your choices, by drinking. I'm killing brain cells by literally drinking this.
I have got few brains.
Oh.
Can I have another question?
weird.
Lots of pusher emotes for some reason. Don't know why.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Who is more likely to enjoy getting whipped?
Oh, I liked that added.
Do you mean in the relationship or with a riding crop?
I think we just mean sexually in terms of a BDSM context.
Or
It's all right. It's propositioning me.
yeah, that.
Right.
Whipped.
Whipped. Would you like some cool whip?
Whip.
So, Mr. Whoopi.
I really want an ice cream now. Thanks for saying
I
that.
don't think I say it right. I don't know.
Whip.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
2,
1.
Big
Me!
lids.
Yeah.
Yay!
Ah, why did you say big lids?
Yeah, why did you say big lids?
I'm not into whipping. I just thought you would be more into it than me.
Ciao! What, is it because of the pea stuff?
I love the.
It's yeah, there's the droplets of pee are flying everywhere.
There's pea, there's whips. I just want it to be fucking crazy.
love
Yeah.
it.
But Lydia
Love
said
it.
giraffe, not a horse. Don't whip a giraffe.
I'm much more a fan of nays.
Oh,
I mean, no, it's a weird one, whipping.
I mean, that just sounds very, like a proper whip. That really hurt.
Yeah, I have a mini handmade flogger that I made.
Is
They
it like a
made
little Zoella?
Don't call your boyfriend that.
No, there's this company called like Kink Craft, and they do like craft like activities,
What?
but you make your own like kink things. And I went to an event, and they were there, and we were making our own little mini floggers.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
How many are we
else was there?
talking?
What
Are
was,
they like?
It was at this event called Eroticon. It's like in London in March. It's like for sex bloggers and writers
Oh, okay.
and content makers. Yeah,
So it's not just like your average pervert getting off on making a vlog.
I think everyone there is your average pervert.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But your average like pervert who also likes to like think about their perversions in like an academic or like they like to think about their perversions as well and write about them as well.
Wanky perverts.
A
Pretty much.
cerebral, yeah, a wanky perv.
Yeah.
Right.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's, definitely Lewis.
That's just me.
What was the question that you said? Definitely
I'm
Lewis.
not going to tell you that.
Oh.
That's mean.
I think that's mean.
Yeah. That's like, it's quite vanilla, but it could work. That's obvious.
That's obvious, yeah.
Ah!
Oh.
Ooh,
That could be interesting.
This may be a pineapple question.
Oh God.
Right.
Vanilla
Who?
Lewis.
Well, let's find out. Who has masturbated in the most unusual place?
Oh dear.
Sorry, where's that chimpanzee? Is there a chimpanzee in the room?
Thing is, like, I don't know what I'm gonna say this, but I'm 3, 2, 1. You ready?
Me.
Oh, chat!
That's two stories we need to
I
hear.
feel like
We need to compare notes.
Right. Here we
dear.
go. Where did this happen?
I feel like it's easier for you to hide as well.
Way easier for me to hide, and that is one of the joys of female masturbation.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know if I should legally say.
No, I don't want to get. There might be some.
How many people
Royal
are watching?
Palace.
Like how many thousands of people are watching? Because I'll tell you when we go through a break.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God.
You guys can know.
Okay. Holy shit.
Just
not-
leave people.
Just
Leave people
How
thinking
many?
about that.
12. Yeah, I don't want 12,000 people.
Just
to
because we both
know.
said me doesn't mean we get a point, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
I just don't
that's
know
not
if
what
my
it's supposed to
I
be.
don't know if mine is legal. That's why I.
Well,
Yeah, that's.
Did you have a wank at Buckingham Palace?
Did you have a
You
potentially...
would, wouldn't you?
Surely,
You would.
surely loads of people have had a wank at Buckingham Palace. There are people that live there.
The Queen, for
Yeah,
example.
she must
always
masturbate.
did.
She's had more than a wank.
getting fiddly with it.
But she's had children at Buckingham. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't mean you enjoy it.
Yeah, well,
wow.
damn, son.
Mm.
That's a good point. Shall we carry on with
Yeah.
this quiz? Or should
Well, there's
we
not
move
long
on to
until we
something
should take a break, and then maybe we can switch over to the science stuff. What people really watch this stream for.
What they really came for.
Oh, and there's the quiz.
They've-
Your friend
yeah, there's
quiz.
also quizzes.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to do? What do you think, chat? Do we do the quizzes? Do we carry on with this?
Wait, how long have we got until we take a break?
Like,
10
10
minutes. Okay, let's
yeah.
carry on with this for 10 minutes, and then we'll
Yeah.
come back and strategize.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Lewis
Sure.
and I will share masturbation stories off stream.
Yeah.
I really want to
Ooh.
know what his is.
yeah, I want to know what this is.
No, you don't.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Okay.
Great.
Oh my god.
It's so vanilla. All we do is piss. Can I have a please?
Don't involve me in this.
We love it.
Here
I
you
have
go.
never,
Fucking
Please
love
give
it.
them
on the
card.
record, never been a piss fetishist.
Love it. Oh,
Oh,
crazy for it.
Oh,
It's your job to do that. You're making.
I know. I'm
such a
sorry. I'm hopeless. I'm so frazzled.
You have been streaming for like
Have we
a zillion hours.
successfully
Just
made
dredging up
Lewis feel
incredibly
awkward?
awkward memories.
Aw.
Right, we're ready.
Well, how old were you though?
Oh,
Let's.
like 28, 27?
So 10 years ago.
Well, more like
Wait, how old are you?
36.
Interesting. What? I was a similar age, but that
That's
means
the
it's more.
I think that's
That's
your,
recent.
your prime wanking age.
That's it. That's where you peak at 26.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that works.
Who has the best looking partner?
I don't know what your girlfriend looks like.
I mean, I know what the answer to this is.
If you don't say you, then someone's going to be upset. Wait, do you have a partner?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so I think you have to lose the point here because otherwise some partners are going to be.
Do you want to win this
Upset.
quiz?
Oh.
Depends. What do you care about more?
Oh.
Your real relationship or the quiz?
Or some stupid
this
internet
relationship.
points?
Well, I mean, this is a very powerful relationship.
Do you
What are
want
we on? 6,
worthless
7?
internet points or
One
an
point
argument
behind.
when you get home?
This is a good point. Oh, fuck. Winning this.
Don't upset me, Lydia, says Booth.
Both is my other half.
You're the third, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's too mean. I can't.
3, 2, 1.
Me.
Yeah.
Obviously it's me.
Oh, you can't literally say. Well, I don't even know what your girlfriend looks like.
Oh,
but I
that was a
assume
good
they're
one.
more attractive.
Good one.
Forcing them to lose points.
Driving a
Hang on.
wedge between them.
Oh yeah, I had a document open with our scores in. Fuck that.
There you go. You got some
Um,
love hearts. You got some hearts.
Nah. Thanks, babe.
There you go. I have an album of her.
Oh, that's.
I have an album of my partner.
Wait, it's called Photos of Liv to show people.
Yeah, I have like a.
Oh.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's clearly an album that's photos of Liv to not show.
Yeah,
people.
like
Yeah.
child titties. Well, she's very beautiful. She's lovely. Very pretty.
There you go. Yeah, more attractive than your partner.
Ah,
That's what I'm
excuse
trying to say.
me. That's just no. Very rare.
I don't even need to know what they look like, Lydia.
I don't know what your partner looks like, so I'm glad we didn't get that.
Good, I won't show you.
He's embarrassed.
Right. Oh, sorry.
She is a absolute donkey.
Donkey. What the worst word to call someone.
Hopefully they're not watching. That's,
Cool.
Oh my god. Right.
Oh boy.
What did we?
Do you think Lewis Brindley is not dating a supermodel? Guys.
Have we seen the?
Yeah, I feel like we've already turned.
That was the Lewis answer.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no, but then. Nah.
He might
What
just.
are all
Oh,
these
he's breathing
noises
heavily.
that make me
Oh.
nervous?
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
Right. Who is more likely to be slightly aroused right now?
And you can't say the third person.
No.
No third
No, because
person.
the
Bad.
third person is not
3,
involved
2,
in this.
1.
Me.
Oh, what?
I thought you were going to say me.
I'm crossing my legs awkwardly.
I'm aroused by everything.
Do you think he's doing 9 hours
Do you
of
think
streaming
we're
today
any
for
different?
charity?
Clearly
He
not.
gets off on this shit, Hannah.
That's why I got invited back.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Shit. They're very.
They're very well suited to each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, but we didn't get the point.
Yeah,
No.
that's what matters here. We've got to get this.
Yes, we
to
absolutely
at least
have to
end
get
on
this
like a
right.
draw. Oh no, we've still got a little bit.
We've got a bit of time.
All right, we've
Jenny
got to
thought
get
you were going
this.
to put me.
Well,
And now I'm looking at your cross
I
legs.
thought you
anyway.
were going to put me. You know.
Anyway. Oh, shit.
get
We need to
blood
ask
in
you a
the mail.
question. No, we did that one. Is this the... Oh.
Ooh.
I don't...
Yeah, I think. Okay.
Why not?
Who of you is more likely to pay for sex?
Yeah, you can say pineapple.
I don't think anybody would ever admit to it is the problem.
I mean, you could go down the statistical route.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Statistically.
Okay, no, right, easy question.
Let's
I
pineapple that
just
one.
gave you the answer.
Who is more likely to get off with someone older?
The question actually says with a pensioner. This is not the first time that Lewis has actually changed the word.
I've had to adjust that
Oh,
slightly.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
who's like to get off with someone older?
Over
How old-
65.
Over 65.
Over
How old are you?
65.
29.
Okay.
Who's more likely to get off with someone over 65? This is just a make-out session.
How wealthy is the over 65?
Over 36, I was hoping. We have to change that too. Okay, don't worry.
So what we're saying is who's more of a gold digger?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
no,
who is
it could be
actually-
for love.
It could be.
You can love an
This-
old
okay, I don't
person.
want this to
Oh,
be.
change
I
the
don't want this to be like
They really have fallen
taken
out.
out
haven't
of
they,
context.
haven't
But like, my granddad is 80 and he's a very attractive man.
they? Jeff
I
Goldblum.
get
I met
repeat
Jeff
texts from my
Goldblum.
friends saying, "How is your sexy dad?"
See, people are
Well,
into,
yeah,
like,
exactly. You know, you can like an older person. You know,
All right then.
it doesn't have to be for money. All right.
3, 2,
I think we've
1.
looked at
Lydia.
You were just basically like,
Yes.
you're like, no judgment here.
Give me that old guy.
Shit, but they're matching us now.
I think
Or do we just end it on a draw?
We've been through the whole lot.
Yeah,
of these.
there's loads more questions in the box though. Those are
Oh.
just the ones I picked out.
Well,
Quite random.
I
we
think,
do-
I think it's healthy to end it in a,
Yeah,
a
and on a
draw.
draw.
In a real relationship, no one wins.
Exactly.
Oh, damn it.
Everyone's
Stole my joke.
loser.
I was going to say that.
All right. Well, what have we learned about each other in this first half?
Piss. Pissy, pissy, pissy.
The-
Love piss. in
Yeah,
and out.
that Lydia loves piss. That
Interesting colour top you've gone for today, Lydia.
Well, you know.
That was
my
white.
favourite colour. Love
It was white yesterday.
Mustard.
you. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
that
good.
both me and Hannah are horny right now and slightly perverted.
And
But
have
also
weird,
really vanilla.
Yeah,
like
we're
illegal
very vanilla.
masturbation places. What about you, Simon?
We
What
like
do
doing
you know
weird
about you?
stuff,
I'm
but
not
only
sure
on
what
our own.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've learned today apart from pissy.
Oh, I've learned that you both groom your pubic hair.
Ah, love being on this stream. I love this so much.
Whose drink is this, by the way?
The red wine.
Can we pick
Wait,
up
this?
that?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah.
Lydia's, obviously.
It's
The
obviously
giant
mine.
jug of piss.
It's obviously mine.
Right,
take a
we're gonna have a
wherever
quick
I
5-minute break.
Yeah.
There have been
It may be a bit
donations.
longer to accommodate for these two.
Yeah.
I need to
Give us
pee.
15
Not
minutes.
on someone in the toilet.
Well, I'm available.
And Lewis and I need to exchange masturbation stories.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you in a bit.
To the wanky blanky.
Oh.
Away!
Bye.
Brothers of the mind rejoice. Swing, swing, swing with me. Raise your pick and raise your voice. Sing, sing, sing with me. Down and down into the deep. Who knows what we'll find beneath? Diamonds, rubies, gold and more. Hidden in the mountain store. Born underground, suckled from a teeth of snow. Raised in the dark, the safety of a mountain home. Skin made of iron, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. The sunlight will not reach too slow. Deep, deep in the eye. Never seen a blue moon glow. Fly so high. Fill a glass and down some meat. Stop your bellies at the feast. Stumble home and fall asleep. Dreaming in our mountain deep. Born underground, thrown inside a rocky womb. The earth is our cradle. The mountain shall become our tomb. Face us on the battlefield. You will meet your doom. We do not fear what lies beneath. We can never dig too deep. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. Born underground, suckled from a teeth of stone. Raised in the dark, the safety of a mountain home. Skin made of iron, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging
Remember, Jingle Jam is all about charity, so head to humble.com/yogs. Click Get the Bundle. Type in how much you want to donate. Any donation over $30 will get you everything in the bundle. Then use the sliders to choose how much money goes to each of the chosen charities. Or even choose your own charity. Then bam, 100% of your money just went to charity, and a whole bunch of games just dropped in your lap. Enjoy the streams, and have a Merry Christmas.
Oh boy! Do you like winning things? How about this one-of-a-kind Drink More Glurp Nintendo Switch? That's right, I said one-of-a-kind. Have you ever seen anything like this? I doubt it, just look at it. Wow-wee! All you gotta do is come top of the board for the Drink More Glurp Jingle Jam Challenge, and you'll get this beauty. Well, we're even gonna throw in a copy of the full game. That's right, the full game for you. Can you believe that, huh? Can you believe it? A whole free game? Nobody just gives games away for free. The Drink More Glurp Jingle Jam Challenge is only available in the Yogscast Jingle Jam Humble Bundle, so head on over there now and join in, man. Just join in, you gotta do it. Do it right now, just go over there and join in.
Hello everyone, I'm here in a field which is soon to be the Jingle Jam Patient Hotel. That's right. So one of the charities for the Jingle Jam, Wilson Gromit Grand Appeal, we asked them, what do you do with all the money? They were like, we're building a flipping amazing facility on, so this piece of land, that's all it is so far, okay, but just think of the potential. That Men at Work sign, we're going to keep that because we're going to need that because we're going to be building.
That'll save us 30 quid.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So the idea of this is that this is attached to the Bristol Children's Hospital, which is nearby. Bristol Children's Hospital serves kids from all over the country, as far away as like the Channel Islands, where Sips is, Scilly Isles, like up in Wales, all over the place. Kids are brought here to be treated for all sorts
They've
of
got all the best
things.
kids doctors, all the specialists.
They've got all the best diseases, and we're going to treat them with all the best doctors.
Perfect.
When they are in recovery, they often need all sorts of different kind of therapy, like speech therapy, physical therapy, sensory therapy. That takes time. Their families have to live down here and stay down here, and it's very awkward. Being in hospital is quite a stressful place to be as well. So this is going to be like a UK first. It's hopefully going to be a template for something which is to come. It's going to be the Jingle Jam Patient Hotel. It's going to be where kids can come after they've been in hospital to have some
have their family with them,
stay with their family, get better and get well. And this is a really new idea. We're really excited to be part of it.
It's all thanks to you guys.
And you own it technically.
This is from
this land actually technically is yours.
Last year's Jingle Jam donation. Some
This
of them
bit
went
of
to
grass
this. Look, I bought this leaf. This is my
is yours.
$30 that I donated last year.
Exactly. Well, I
hope they use it wisely.
No, we bought that sign with
you
your
bought the sign with mine.
your donation. Yeah, Ben. So yeah, we're super excited to be in this tree. This tree's gonna have to go, Ben. We're gonna have to chop all this down.
All right.
Clear all the grass.
I'll take it home.
You're gonna have to get. Well, don't worry. We're not gonna make you build it, but we are gonna need your help to continue building it.
I was worried when you asked me to come here today.
That's why I said bring the hard. Did you bring the hard hat?
Oh, yeah, I got the spade in the car.
No, we should have brought a spade and done the first.
The groundbreaking
the symbolic
ceremony.
groundbreaking.
All right, I just did do it with my hands. Here we go. Can we got like a red ribbon we can cut? There we go.
You're like a vole.
They can do the rest. They know. We'll get the professionals in. They're back.
Let's get the voles in. Let's get all the woodland creatures in to help. No, so yes, we need your help. Jingle Jam, please buy the bundle. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for letting us into the site as well. Wilson Gromit Children's Foundation, part of the Jingle Jam 2019, and hopefully moving forwards, making a difference to people's lives.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to YVC, Yogscast Value Convenience. How are you doing, Philip?
I'm doing okay, Karen. How are you doing, Karen?
I'm doing all right, not too bad, not too bad. Now, I see that you have brought us a new product.
I have indeed, and that's what we do here on YVC. We bring
yes.
you the most quality value products from the Yogscast, and we show them off in all their glory, and today is no different. Today, we have got a High Rollers copper dice set. Now, this is brand new, Karen.
Right.
Okay. It comes in this beautiful vegan leather bag, and it falls over sometimes, but it also has dice in it. And these dice are solid antique with antique copper finish dice.
Oh.
They come with this dice. This is called a D20. Do you know why?
Let me guess.
That's 20 sides, Karen.
Oh,
and
well,
if
I
you
wouldn't
buy
have guessed
today, we're going to throw in a D6.
Oh!
And if you buy today, we're also going to throw in whatever the hell that dice is.
Well, it's got 12 sides from the looks of it, so maybe a D12?
You
Is
can
that
count
right?
really quick, Karen.
Well, it's just the highest number that's facing me.
And if you buy now, we're also going to give you this little totem thing from Inception.
Oh,
Inception.
yes. You a bit of a Chris Nolan fan there, Philip?
No, it's what's on the auto cue.
Oh, okay.
Karen,
All right.
don't embarrass me.
Sorry.
Anyway, there's another one that looks like another totem from Inception. And then there's a little triangle thing and another little squarey triangle
I think
thing.
that's called a pyramid there, Philip.
A pyramid there, Philip. If you buy now, you can get a pyramid there, Philip. Today, with this High Rollers dice set in its vegan leather bag.
Now, I just want to stop you there, Philip, because
Stop away, Karen.
you've just mentioned...
Don't let me stop you stopping me.
Well, you just mentioned that this is a vegan leather bag.
Yes, it's very premium. It's a vegan
So-
leather bag.
How
Not-
does that work?
Now, it's one of two things.
Right.
It's either made from the skin of vegans into
Okay.
leather and made into this bag, which makes it
Right.
very premium,
I mean, that's very high quality.
or it's made from other things that aren't leather,
So, what would that be, for instance?
like often like plasticky kind of stuff.
Plasticky type
Yes,
stuff.
so this vegan leather bag.
But isn't that like really bad for the environment then?
No,
Philip?
no, it's a vegan leather bag.
Oh, so
with
it must
this
be made from human skin then? Is that
It
what
must
you're saying?
be, it must be.
Human skin. If you don't like vegans, there you go.
Anyway, Karen, why don't you give us a little cheeky roll of the dice and see
Oh,
what number you get?
Don't mind if I do.
I
I mean,
mind if you do, but please do.
I've been 8 years sober with my gambling addict, but
Come on, I saw you backstage.
all right. Come on. Mama needs a new handbag.
Lucky sevens. 13.
13. Unlucky for some.
Not for you,
Lucky
Karen.
for some. What have I won?
You've won a set of High Rollers dice.
Oh,
But for
marvellous.
everybody
Oh, I
else,
love
you
it.
need to
Oh,
head
thank
over
you.
to store.yogscast now to buy it. And how much would you be willing to pay for this, Karen?
Oh, well, now let's see. Well, you know, it's made out of human flesh and also metal, so, I don't know. I'd say about £50.
You would pay £50 for this?
Yes.
Well, we've drastically underpriced it then because we're selling it for $34.99.
£34.99!
$34.99!
It's a bloody bargain!
It's a bloody bargain. And you can
Anyway.
buy it now on YVC. Okay, thank you for watching.
Ta-ra!
Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Simon,
Yep,
the new Yoglabs employee manual's here, and I think it could be a good idea if I go through some of it with you, you know?
sure. What's with the music?
Well, it's been proven in tests that music helps people take in information, especially if they've just been cloned.
What?
Don't worry about it. Just covers the basics, you know. Brainwashing, thought control, a cafe menu.
Cafe menu?
Simple stuff we all need to know, yeah?
Alright, cool.
Welcome to Yoglabs, the home of innovation, where the only limit is your limited imagination. But sometimes things can maybe get a bit out of hand, so we've got a plan that you need to understand. Page 4, don't ever disturb the certificates while they're working.
Oh, I might have already done that, because Mamsie got out and I was...
Page 7, don't ever go in that room that has the black door on level 3.
Why? What's in there?
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Just ignore the death row.
So, you still with me, Simon?
I think so, but Lewis, there's something bothering me.
Good to hear it. Let's carry on, shall we? Here in Yoglabs, we pioneer technology.
From robot girlfriends
To goldfish bigonometry. So if you're feeling sick or experiencing anti-gravity, it could be either radiation or a ripped space-time reality. So page 13, if the microchip in your neck starts to itch, don't scratch it.
Microchip? The hell, Lewis? Ow!
And on page 18, in the event of incoming missiles, please head
Pardon?
to the bunker.
Missiles?
Don't worry about it.
Come with me to Yoglabs, baby. We really care about your personal safety. Don't worry about the time travel.
stalled.
Lewis,
Yeah?
I am a little bit worried.
All
I
under
just
control. Don't worry about it.
don't really know.
Well, sacrifices must be made to achieve world domination. It'll all be over soon. Don't worry about that
No,
abomination.
no, that's it. That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to put a stop to this.
Harry wears glasses.
Oh, maybe you're Harry then.
Ho, ho, ho!
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to whatever this is.
Sex and science,
you've
but
got
there's
them.
no real science.
Hey, there is a science to sex, though.
There is.
Sex is an imperfect science.
And also the fleece has come off.
Yeah, we've had a few costume changes.
Yeah.
'cause, Yeah,
We got sweaty in the break
very sweaty.
with some
There's some
tales.
alarming stories. I think the stories that I heard made me sweat more than anything else.
I threw up. I threw up when Lewis told me where he did it.
Disgusting!
Absolutely
I
disgusting.
can't believe you did it in there.
Is my because these bits of my top are green, and I'm scared that they're getting keyed out.
I don't think it
What,
matters.
they're not going to see your boobs
It's
if
not-
that's what you're worried
No,
about.
but I just don't know if it looks weird. Anyway, it's fine.
It just looks like you've got slightly darker because we're in this Parisian cafe.
I enjoy it. This is great.
This is nice. We've gone to somewhere a little bit more like fresh, daytime feel.
Can I get terms of service, please?
We are doing this stream for charity.
Yes, charity.
Jingle Jam 2019 humblebundle.com/yogs. It is a big bundle of games. You can donate to a charity of your choice. Today we're recommending using the PayPal Giving Fund to find mermaids, and it's very good charity.
Yes.
We have got some big donations that have come in during the stream. One is from the Bristol Pusher. He says, "Thank you for some of the best times in my life." Oh my gosh! Shout out to Tom, Ben, Simon, the Mad Cat. Thank you very much. We got a big donation from Noisy Goomba. He says, "You guys have put on a great show considering what a hectic year it has been." Thank you very much. Also, he's talking about the white blinking guy meme
From
from
the
yesterday.
stream yesterday, yeah.
Is Drew Scanlon of Giant Bomb fame, who has recently completed a 120-mile bike ride fundraiser for multiple sclerosis. There you go.
Well, lad.
He uses a viral GIF of himself to ask for internet favour. That is the link to the Washington Post.
Wow.
Well, I think that's what we want to see. We want to see people's viral fame turning to good.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Unlike Yog Plague, which, was viral
Jingle Jam,
fame
they're calling
that
it now.
has just ruined it. But there we go.
Thank you to Daniel, who's watched for years but has just graduated uni and got a proper job. So this is coming out of his first paycheck.
Aw, very.
Daniel?
Danny. Liam Mullin. Hello, guys and gals. Long-time VOD watcher. Finally able to watch the stream today. Loving the fabulous accessories.
Happy Hanukkah!
He says also Happy Hanukkah.
I'm a Jew. It's. I've just read that. It's the first night of Hanukkah tomorrow.
Oh.
Ah,
Anyway, happy Hanukkah.
happy Hanukkah.
Yes.
Indeed. Happy holidays to anyone also who isn't
Yeah.
Christian.
I just
Yeah.
got excited. My
but-
people seen.
No, go for it.
Yeah.
Mazel tov, is that the right thing?
That means congratulations. So yeah,
Okay, nice.
that's the
Oy
There's
vey.
also another message for you, Hannah, from Alistair.
Oh, big fan of Hannah's. Oh, as someone with ulcerative colitis, which is also big in the Jew community. Because we,
It's very
inbreed.
popular.
Because we
Big up the UC.
because we inbreed and it's an autoimmune disease, so a lot of Jews.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like more common. Like the percentage of Jews who have ulcerative colitis is higher
We
than the
love
percentage of the
fucking our
general
cousins.
population. Are you Jewish?
No.
You said we. So
Well,
anyway,
I'm in a relationship. We're together
Alistair,
today.
big fan of Hannah's.
I'm
Someone with
in character as your boyfriend
Oh
today.
yeah, sorry. As someone with ulcerative colitis myself, it's great to see someone representing the condition in such a great way. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you so much, and thanks for
Go.
your donation.
If you want to send messages to Hannah or us, please do. If you want to ask weird questions about sex, we can answer them.
Yeah.
Please donate to the Humble Bundle. Let me read a couple more of these.
Yeah.
Thank you to Nuvad.
Novad.
Too bad.
Thank you, Novad.
He's got up to 700.
Whoa.
700.
Holy shit, thank you so much, Novad.
Wow.
Oh
very
my
much.
goodness.
Frederick,
Wow.
thank you very much. Canadian Taylor, thanks for all the good times over the year. Lewis/Lydia streams, top tier.
Aw, thank
We've
you.
got a couple of those coming up because Lydia is one of the few people not going away over Christmas. So me and Lydia are going to do a couple of streams. You just spill rosé all over yourself for the second time. No, like when you came in here, the first you had wine all over your. I know.
Well, you remember that.
Well, I was like,
I don't remember that.
why has she wet herself before the stream?
What's that?
Wow.
Louis W, thank you very much. J Law has donated. Sloshy just put in $100.
Sloshy, thank you very much,
Thank
mate.
you.
Thank you very much. Deadfic has donated from Long Island. Thank you also to Jason, who is doing a shout out to his wife Rachel.
Because Pyrian isn't the only one allowed to do shout outs.
That's true. Alex Martin from somewhere like probably Holland.
Oh no.
Matthew Sylvain. What are you?
How did that happen?
Are you spilling it all over your
I think it was because it was.
breasts now?
I think it was because it was on this wire, and then the wire was on my.
This isn't helping me, Hannah.
Fuck.
Kyle, get that off. Take it off. Fizz,
Stream band.
it will stain.
It's rosé. It's fine.
Fizz,
I
yeehaw.
hope it doesn't stain.
I'm not saying that just because you've got wine on your top. Kaito, Ada, thank you very much. Morgan has donated. He says, Daddy. Joey, Matthew Sylvain,
Happy Festag.
Nicholas,
That was.
Osby and Shovel, Dan D, Raymond Quirks, Gustav Engstrom. Look at all these lovely donors coming in.
Someone's just said their favourite non-Yog Simon. Thank you. I assume that meant me.
Copperty Wop, thank you. Dan has Dan, is that your Dan? No, maybe.
I don't know.
Jonathan, thank you. Fuzukeru, more quids for big lids.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thank
God!
you.
Someone said. Oh, someone called Hannah actually. Loving this content. I keep it up. Hashtag piss lids.
Can we get that trending?
Piss lids.
Hashtag
Can we get that
piss
trending? Piss lids.
Piss
I want that to be
lids.
a new thing in the new year. All
Maniacal
about the piss.
Matter says, what in the pea-soaked hell is going on here?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, that lunatic on the grass. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Sandland, David, Semlan. Thank you, Hudson Hohimer. Thank you to No Name Provided, who says, what a weird
stream.
Weird. I don't know.
Thank you to Jerome, who says, I love you guys so much. You got me through some tough times, but you're amazing, especially Big Lids. Why is the Big Lids
you.
love?
Piss lids. Thank you, Jerome.
That's gonna be changed. Big lids now. It's gonna be piss lids.
I'll take it.
L-
Take whatever I can get.
Especially if it's piss.
Especially.
I'm known as Sex Hannah in the Yogs community.
There you
so.
go. You be sex Hannah. I'll be piss lids.
Yeah.
Together we fight sexy
Today,
crime.
together, they're the weirdest superhero pairing.
I love that. That's brilliant. We have to do that.
Together, we're a really weird fetish.
Ramiel, who says, Hinga Dinga Durgan, Happy Christmas, Ron.
Yes.
LSMA says, thank you for making the Christmas period just a bit more special.
Woo woo.
Shout out to Christmas periods. Waffles McGee, thanks to everything you do. It's a stressful time of year, brighter for a lot of people. Thank you, Waffles McGee.
Thank
Wait,
you,
who's
Waffles
Mank
McGee.
Pubes? Someone said Mank Pubes, Sex Hannah, and Piss Lids.
Who's
Mank
there?
Hughes is Mark Humes.
Oh.
Fine.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's a mispronunciation of his name. He doesn't actually have Mank Hughes, as far as I know.
Josh Burr. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. If you want to donate, please do.
Yeah, well, I'll answer your weird-ass questions, especially if they're about pee.
Yes, we would love to.
Especially.
Lydia's got all of the answers to the questions about piss.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
We will read some more of those in a minute. What are we doing now then?
Okay, so we're doing a quiz. This is from my friend Shan. She's also a sex educator on YouTube.
Is she a
Oh, if
writer?
anyone doesn't know what the fuck I do, I make videos about sex on the internet that aren't
They're not
porn.
those videos.
Yeah, that aren't porn.
They're helpful.
Yeah.
They're education. And a friend of mine who does a similar thing released a book earlier this year, and she has like loads of quizzes on her website.
Right.
And I thought it would be fun if we made Lewis do them.
Oh.
Do you guys? Is what's on your screen? Is that what is
Yeah, we can do
controlled
that,
by
yeah.
Lewis? Okay.
Unfortunately,
I'd also
yes.
just like to say, we, in addition to the new pantheon of sexy yogs, we now have Peg Gwyn. He wants
God.
Wait,
he's
what?
requested Peg Gwyn.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. There we go. It's all coming
Peg
together
Gwyn.
now.
I like it. I
Very
like it.
nice. Very
That's a
nice.
thing.
That's the thing.
That
Wait,
is
so
a thing.
can we get what's on your screen behind us so
We
the
can.
people can see?
We absolutely can.
It'll be up here.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
my face.
Sorry, darling. Sorry. There it is.
Hey!
I'm so dumping you.
Hang on, can,
Oh,
I, can I
brilliant.
shift over?
Yeah,
I'm
come
just-
on.
Ah, yeah,
Shift.
fuck.
Shift.
This way.
All right, so
Oh, thank you.
imagine that you just got home from a long day. Maybe
Done.
someone else should read this if I'm the one answering it.
Okay, Al.
You can alternate.
Imagine you just got home from a long day.
Streaming in the Jingle Jam 2019.
9 hours.
What could your partner do? Like literally in a few hours, in a couple hours. What could your partner say or do to get you in the mood?
Right. So,
Option 1, you look so
hang
good.
on, can we have... Oh, you're going to read these? Okay.
I
no.
will read all of these.
All right.
You look so good, and I want you so bad. Go to the bedroom and take your clothes off. Or, let's
Okay.
chill, talk, and connect. I want to hear everything about your day and tell you everything about mine. I don't think you should tell your partner everything about today, even though it has been recorded on the internet. I laid down some fresh sheets and put on your favorite album. Take your time in the shower and then meet me in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're home early. I was going to walk around naked, but now you're here. What should we do?
That's the shittest one. I was going to walk around naked.
If I handle
That's
dinner
definitely the
and
best
take
one so
your-
far.
That's what Simon's into. I like that. If I handle dinner and take your car to get some gas or petrol, here, do you think tonight we could ...
Right.
Or they don't have to say or do anything. They just need to look hot.
I've
Right.
been desensitized to that. at this
So
point.
just to go back to the question, imagine you just got home from a long day. What could your partner say or do to get you in the mood?
I think
So-
we should all answer it.
Yes, we can all answer it verbally, but if we just make
Yeah, Lewis
Yeah.
is the
Lewis
choice.
is the
All right. Well,
what
you
gets
could
clicked.
start, Simon. Which one works for you?
I don't want to influence you.
I mean, for me, the fourth one is the.
That clearly resonated with you quite a lot.
I was going to
Yeah.
walk around naked, but now you're here. What should we do? ... That's just cheesy. No one talks like that.
Hate that one.
I don't
Yeah,
think
doesn't
anyone
work.
talks like any of these things,
No.
but think about what they represent.
Right. I just hate the whole. Oh, I was going to be walking around naked, but now you're here. I don't know. It
Or like
doesn't
imagine
resonate
like
with
you
me.
walk in and your partner is just hanging out naked.
That's not sexy, is it?
Are you saying that your partner doesn't
Dog
look sexy
flapping
naked?
in the wind. You know, like I don't know.
I don't know. I
Come
definitely have a
Put it
thing for like
away!
someone
Put
just
it
in
away!
boxer shorts.
I don't know. Like, all of these are like some. Okay, first of all, this one is like, I've already had 9 hours of work. I don't want to be told what to do. Like, fuck off.
No one's told you what to do today.
You
You're the one
tell
in
people
charge.
what to do. Come on.
All right. This one is
Okay,
like.
let's do process of elimination.
This is like a normal conversation I have every day with my partner.
And does that get you in the mood?
No, because it's just a normal thing, right?
You're not supposed
It's not.
to.
So it's just a normal human everyday thing.
Yeah.
This is like something that no one's ever done anything for me in my life. Like, you know what I mean? So this
But this is a
automatically
real
is
turn
like-
on for people where like if the like logistical things are taken care of, then it means that they can relax and actually get more in the mood. That's a genuine.
So this works.
Yeah.
This is like.
Wait, do you mean it works
this
for
is-
you because it's never done?
I think
And so
yeah.
as a novelty, you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm in.
I'll be like, you did something?
No, I totally get that. It's
I'm
just like, holy
in.
shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
I'm kind of with you on that, to be fair.
Wait,
Yeah.
also I have a question about this hand shaking picture. So if I handle dinner and take your car,
Well, I
to
think
get some
this is
petrol-
for those kind of
It's very much
people,
a
though, who are
negotiation.
like,
asking, if I do this for you, will you fuck me? Is that
Deal.
basically what that's
well,
saying?
no,
Yeah,
it's more
a bit of a
like.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
negotiation.
No,
I'm
it's
in.
not. It's not like a deal. It's more like I was gonna have to go home and cook dinner, and I need to fill up the car, and I need to go and pick up this, and you know, if
But it's
the, if-
asking at the end, do you think we could ... It's like, that's not sexy.
But
I
so,
would
I
never
think
do
some
that to
people
my
do
part.
find like
it's
that
like
kind of
it's
negotiation
like working
sexy.
together.
working together.
Yeah, let's get through it.
Dancing through life.
Look, if we work on this, if you do the ironing thing and I put the washing out, and we do, and then we'll have
will
time.
you
Well,
sex
I
with me.
think
We'll have like 10 minutes to squeeze in.
I think
quick
there's a difference
More
though
than
between
enough.
that.
More than what you need.
Because the one about the fresh sheets.
Sorry.
I just burped into the microphone. So sorry.
Guys, if you're enjoying this absolute
I
shit
think-
show, please donate to
I think the thing
humble.com
about the
/yogs.
fresh sheets is more of a like, oh, I did this thing, but not expecting anything in return, and it just happens to turn you on.
Can I have
because-
an option which is like, I've made you a sandwich and I'm naked,
Let's fuck.
and I'll be like, tick.
I think isn't that like maybe it's either the sheets one or it's the like, hey, you're home early. I was naked. I'm naked.
For me, it's the sheets. God damn.
It is
Yeah.
the, it is the
Album
honestly.
playing, fresh sheets down, and you get to have a shower. Oh, lovely. Oh,
But are you then in the mood afterwards, or you're like, oh, I'm sleep?
No, if you put fresh sheets on my bed and play my favourite album, I'd want to sit and fall asleep, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Well,
wanna
this
fuck
is the thing,
to
this is-
Thomas
I love
Tallis.
this because everyone is so different.
What was
Because
yours?
well, so I actually am really into the thing that you've all been slagging off, which is like the negotiation, which is
Right.
like, oh, you do this for me and then we bone, or like, oh, I do this like and I get a blowjob from that, or like you'll go down on me. Like I quite enjoy the negotiation because then whilst the other person is doing the thing that you've negotiated that they do, you're also like
You're such a
thinking about
businesswoman.
you're thinking
It
about
makes it
then
so
what is actually going to
clinical.
come next.
No, I like this.
Clinical.
But I don't know. But I enjoy a
It's
lot of the other
it's
things as well.
you-
But I do also
you,
enjoy
you
the
take your
negotiation.
wallet out and put some money, like 10.
There's
20.
definitely no money
Start
involved.
stacking the notes.
You can exchange a lot of other things other than money.
I like it.
Chat, what do you pick? Chat, what are you feeling?
Yeah. What are people?
Washing machine, the weird graffiti, 2 hands shaking, doing a business deal.
They don't have to do or say anything. They just need to look hot. I don't know.
I like that one. Just like, I don't give a shit.
But like you get
Oh, that's so
desensitized eventually. If you just come home and it's like, oh hey, you just look amazing.
Well, but I think
like
you know what?
always.
though?
They're like in like lingerie.
For me though,
You
if they
know.
just even acknowledge that I'm that I've come home, that's sometimes close
Oh.
enough.
Oh hey, you're back.
Oh,
Hey, you're
you
awake.
again.
Not rather than nothing,
Yeah.
Huh.
rather than just
Interesting.
carrying on watching Friends.
I feel
Okay.
like 4
Well, there's
is
a lot of
pretty-
questions to this quiz. I'm not entirely sure how many, so
Okay.
wrap it up.
Pick
So
pick
number
one.
4.
Pick one.
3.
There we go.
Which of the following would most likely kill your sexual vibe?
Piss.
Fucking
100%
tiger or whatever the
piss.
fuck that is.
Okay. Your partner tries to get freaky without any verbal foreplay to get things started. During an argument, they start coming onto you before things have been fully resolved. I know that would piss me
Is
off.
that Smith? No.
Your partner tries to get freaky with you, and the room is a mess, and the energy of the room feels off.
Right.
Your partner is all over you and asks for sex, even though you've done nothing to initiate this action.
Right.
Your partner suggests that the two of you have sex, and then doesn't mention any other action or activity.
No
each
negotiation.
in the park.
The deal is
I
off.
demand sex.
Yeah, what do I get out of this?
What is this last
See
one?
your partner in bummy clothes.
What the fuck is a bummy clothes?
Well, just like
Like,
they just don't aesthetically look.
like
in-
that old T-shirt you got from your work 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah,
Team
that's,
netball,
that's
not
business
tonight.
time.
Which of
That's
these is more
business
likely
time.
to turn you off? I think I definitely get turned off when like there's mess, like because my head is like constantly like the bins need to be taken out,
Nah.
and like the kitchen is a mess, and like
Oh.
I really struggle to get aroused when I'm
Yeah,
thinking about those things.
I make it messier. I just empty the bin onto the floor.
And then you have
You just
sex
pick
on
up.
it.
You just pick up the bin, empty it. Boom. Let's fuck.
No,
Power play.
I thought we were compatible, and now I'm like, nope.
1, 2, and 4 for me. Like, no, absolutely not.
Try to get freaky without any verbal foreplay to get things started.
I'm fine with
I'm
that.
cool with that.
No, you gotta give me a chance to prepare.
During an argument,
wanna
they start
go in
coming
half
on
box.
I
before
think,
fully
hey, do you
resolved.
want to have sex is enough preparation.
I don't like this. I
I don't like that.
first
at
of all, I very rarely have arguments.
I wonder what you were gonna say.
about this, but I feel like if you're having, I don't know, it's crazy. I don't like.
Does anyone
I think it's
actually
like-
do that though?
Maybe some people are aroused by it. I
Yeah.
find it
I
disrespectful.
don't. I don't like it. It's like red flags to me.
Mm.
That's like crazy people sex. I'm not into that.
Yeah, that's not just a red flag. That's like the Communist Party annual meeting. Like,
Yeah.
that's immediate
Well,
game
no,
ender.
I think the reason why it's in this quiz is because some people do get aroused by that, but maybe those aren't the healthiest.
I don't care about the bummy
relationships.
clothes. They're not going to be on wearing them for long. Like fuck it. Your partner suggests the two of you have sex and doesn't mention
not-
any other deals. This
That
is
is
weird.
very weird.
No deal. I'm
That
gonna
is
call the banker up.
very fucking
None
weird.
of these are weird. Each to their own. No judgment here.
But this is like your partner's all over you and asks for sex, even though you've done nothing to initiate. Well, sometimes like
That's how it works.
it's how it works sometimes. you know?
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
got to
don't-
be the big angry cat.
Sometimes you've
No.
got to take one for the team when it's got.
No, I don't think you should feel pressured into sex. Though.
No, but there might be a case of like one of you is really horny and one of you isn't, and one of you starts
What if
making
you've
a move,
offered to do the washing up,
And then the-
Simon?
and then the other like eventually gets in the mood. Anyway,
No, you can't go
What?
into it half cocked. You've got to go in
the
and
washing
like
up.
be
No,
prepared
no, no,
mentally for it.
You've tidied up done the recycling. Right.
yeah, that genuinely turns me on when like Dan does chores.
No,
Dan,
I'm not cool with weird
I've
arguments.
given Dan a list of things to do today, and I'm gonna get home and none of them
What did
will
you
have been
pick?
done.
I picked the weird argument.
Put on a fresh
Yeah.
pair of sheets. Put on your
Jesus
favorite
Christ,
album.
Look at that
Yeah.
banana.
Wow.
Um,
The sound
Okay.
of bananas really does it for
The
me.
sound of this makes you horny AF.
Potassium.
Somebody complimenting your body. Somebody who can vibe with you intellectually. Clean space, low lights, and a bomb playlist. A challenge. Oh, a gift or favor. Lingerie. Why is that
That's
banana like that? That's what you guys are talking about. Oh my god.
Wow.
I've only just seen it. Lingerie, a sexy robe. Oh, you just got a robe?
I did get a sexy
It's
robe.
very sexy.
A naked body, anything visually stimulating. TBH.
Is it bad that I read the fourth one in the voice of Scar from The Lion King? No, it's Mufasa from The Lion King when he's like, "Is that a challenge?"
Oh, I see.
I should
Matt-
get
Matt
like
got
that. So
crazy.
YouTube said
It's like
loves
you take off your pants and there's a Rubik's cube. No, is that a challenge?
Oh my god.
Get both hands involved. Yes, that's a Toddy emote. Yes, that's exactly what Toddy would say.
What do you
Yeah.
I don't know. YouTube sent me that sexy robe. I could go and get it just to show you how hot it is.
sweeten the deal? Yeah, but it's not about you being it.
And it's
I
the
mean,
sound.
I'm always in denial about anyone complimenting me. I don't know. I don't believe it. Do you
I
know what
don't
mean?
either.
You mean if someone does compliment you, you're more likely to be
I
like,
just,
oh
just
no,
don't believe
rather
it.
than it actually.
No, I just don't believe it.
Oh.
I'm just like,
Aw.
Yeah.
nah. I don't know. It's just the It's just the thing. It feels like some automatic. response
You
of-
feel like you're Jabba the Hutt, and you've got like one of those slave girls. It's like, oh, you look so lovely, and you're just sat there like a slug. Like that's how I feel when like
Yeah.
someone's
I'm
like, oh, you look
Jabba.
so nice, and I'm just here like, do I?
You think they're like
Do I
literally
really?
being forced to pay you a compliment? Do you not ever think that maybe someone is freely giving you a compliment?
Yeah, but then there's two sides to that question, right? It's either you're being forced to pay the compliment, or you have terrible taste. And I don't want to be with someone with terrible taste.
Yeah. Well, it's like the token
No,
I
but
love
then
you.
that's-
That isn't. That's just like automatic. The automatic I love you. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, when just like I love
That
you.
you
Oh, I
don't
love you
mean
too.
it. Yeah, I hate that. I try not to say I love you
You want to mean it every time.
unless I mean it.
You always say I love you when you end phone calls.
No, I say love you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
if
this
it
is the
doesn't- if it
eye is
doesn't have
doing a
an
lot of
I,
lifting there.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I love you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's true. I guess you wouldn't end a phone call with a friend being like, I love
I
you.
love you.
I love
Yeah.
you.
I'm very serious
I
when I say
fucking
it to
love
you.
you.
I'm not gonna say it to you. 'cause
Nope.
I want to mean
Like
it.
in Roman arithmetic, that
Very
eye is
serious.
doing a lot of heavy lifting.
It is. It's very
Someone
weighty.
who can vibe with you intellectually. I don't know. This is like, I mean, Ben does make me horny,
Do you want to fuck him?
but I don't want to fuck him.
Oh.
Lower the lights.
I think that's pretty nice.
I am going out with a very ugly woman, so.
You can't.
She's not watching this.
You can't say that.
Somebody clip it. Please clip it.
You can't. Fucking hell.
JK, no, this is I don't know, like
But on the flip side, when you know that when the lights are low, they can't see you properly.
I think this might be it though. Like just chill out. Like just
I like that.
just no pressure.
gets
A
you
bomb
going.
playlist.
I feel like a challenge is like, oh god.
That's weird.
I don't like I'm not like
It's not a challenge.
I don't think that's weird.
it's like
I
there's a
love it.
sexy woman out there on the edge of that plane. I'm gonna have to climb out on the wing and have sex with her. It's like
Okay,
I don't
solid music starts playing.
it's like my bone is just like
Me and my partner often have a lot of like debates where it's not an argument, we're just like debating about a topic, and that I enjoy that.
But like sexually.
Yeah.
As in you're debating during sex?
No.
Or- right.
No. Well, I think just because like I enjoy him being like passionate about a subject,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, you're a cool guy. I'm into this.
I like League of Legends too.
I don't think we have many debates about League of Legends.
I feel like so this option, the fifth option, is really going for the business deals. The like, if I do this
Yeah.
for you, will you have sex
the
with
I'm
Lord
me?
amazed this is such an
Yeah.
obvious I'm amazed this is part of genuinely successful relationships like this. Like it feels
But so if you do, like, have you done like the love languages thing? Like some people's love languages, gifts.
maybe
Like when like giving or receiving gifts
I
is like
do-
how
I-
they demonstrate love to
Yeah.
someone, and that's like a legit
That fifth
thing.
option is now the Lord Sugar Daddy option.
and then this
I don't
is
think it should be. I think that kind of thing should be like
Everyone likes a
respected
little
amongst all of the other choices.
this is obviously a classic
I think the thing, actually, tell you what,
Penis.
the
for those
thing-
people who are a bit
The thing that I think I've done recently that has pleased my partner most of anything was I came home with a tub of Twiglets. She was like, "Oh my god, I love you."
Yeah, that's
Like,
nice. It doesn't have
passion
to,
immediately
doesn't have to be
ignites it.
like an
Right.
expensive gift. It just can be thoughtful.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
Who doesn't
You
love
know.
Twiglets?
That's the thing. Like a gift doesn't have to be like, oh, I like bought this expensive thing for you. It could literally be like, oh, I knew you liked this and I saw it, so I got this thing.
I got
for
you a scratch card.
Yeah.
Because I know you're addicted to them.
I know for me
That might be
like,
more of an enabler behavior, but
I think I think it has to be for me. It has to be that she makes
Vibe.
me laugh, like, and joke, and is comfortable. And I don't know, like,
That might
I
be
think it is the
that's
intellectual
that one, yeah. Because
Yeah, go
humour is often
a weird
sometimes on
one.
an intellectual level.
Often you don't feel sexy. End question.
Often
Full stop.
when you
Why?
don't feel sexy, it's because you haven't heard someone express their desire for you in a while. You feel mentally disconnected from your partner. You haven't showered and or your surroundings don't feel balanced. You feel crowded by someone. You have other priorities other than sex that haven't been taken care of yet.
Pam! I've got to go look after Pam.
You haven't seen anything that's gotten you excited.
That cat's just like, fucking really?
Like,
You-
fuck
ruin your
day.
sex life.
You think you're going to fuck and I haven't been fed? Are you kidding me?
Think again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. Well, all of those are pretty.
Yeah, all of those,
shit,
really.
aren't they?
Often when I don't feel sexy, what is it?
Literally all of those.
I think I'm like the showering one.
Yeah, you don't feel sexy when you haven't had a shower. Like you don't want any. You don't like.
Just when the environment
Oh,
is bad, it's like
gross.
it actually genuinely affects me. Where I'm like, ah.
Or like if you haven't brushed your teeth and they go in for a kiss, you're like, no,
Ah.
that's disgusting.
No.
Let's just put a button in that.
Yeah.
My partner likes to leave beer cans down, like all over the office, and I have to work in the office the next morning, and I go in there and there's beer cans everywhere, and then I hate him for the entire day. Because I had to clear up his beer cans because I can't like work in the office when there's his fucking empty beer cans in there. So just FYI.
Fucking hell,
Love.
Damn.
Out.
Also, a bunch of,
Doesn't get me going.
a bunch
And I
of
would
s-
rather be horny for my entire day. That would be great. You know?
does the half-painted towel miniatures also annoy you?
Oh no, that's fine.
No, I think they really annoy you actually, and I think Dan should
I think
finish
they
painting
annoy.
his
I think
towel.
they annoy you.
Yeah.
You're like, "Ah!"
Yeah, Dan, I think you really should finish painting those towel, mate. Just saying.
Also, you haven't heard someone express their desire for you in a while. That's gonna make you feel shitty.
Hmm.
Like if your partner's not like, oh, you're so hot
Maybe.
or whatever, you're just gonna be like, "Bleh." Like I think 1 and 3 are like big. You don't feel particularly.
If your partner looks at you like the cat in number 5.
Yeah. What about you,
like,
Lewis?
ugh.
It's difficult because sometimes it's just there's no reason.
You
you
just
know?
don't feel sexy.
Sometimes just I'm not just. I think it's
Yeah,
some-
where's the
like,
seventh
I
option,
guess
which
I'm
is
not like
childhood trauma?
yeah, a deep-seated mental issue. I don't know. Sometimes it's just like I'm just
Sorry.
not. I don't know. Like most days, there's no problem, but just some days, just I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. So
But you've gotta.
I've gotta
literally,
pick
for
the
this
point.
quiz.
There's a quiz. I've just imagined that shower is piss for some reason.
Yeah.
Not enough piss. Not enough piss on my lids.
Drown me.
Angry cat. I think it's just angry cat.
So the other things.
I think it is like stuff in my head. It's like worry
Thinking about cats.
worry about stuff.
just other priorities.
Yeah,
than
like
sex.
I'm just not in the right frame of mind for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's me. It's often
that
just
cat.
me. I think. I don't care if I stink. I'm cool with that.
What if the other person?
I don't
stinks?
tend to feel crowded by people. I've always lived in small places. I'm pretty chill with like.
I
being
think
in
that.
being a
I think that might mean like emotionally crowded by your partner,
right.
like by someone, by the individual,
Nah.
where they're like,
All over you.
That's not. It's no one else's fault but my own brain. I
And
think.
that cat's.
I
and
love
that
cat.
mad cat.
I want to go hang out with that cat. I don't
I'm
wanna
thinking
have
about
sex.
that
I wanna
mad
hang
cat
out with that
video.
cat.
Where
I
it's
swear to
a
God,
really
mad cat.
embarrassing thing.
If the next time that I'm going to have sex, I think about you and it puts me off, I will come for you.
Bam.
Really? Well, that's that is.
Well, that is
it's
what he probably
working
wants,
well.
yeah, actually.
He's doing the right thing, isn't he?
It's Valentine's Day. I'm talking into the microphone, I think. I hope so. It's Valentine's Day. What can your partner do to ensure you have the best night ever?
Oh my
Sex you all day long.
Jesus.
That's. Do they have a job?
Why are there so many random animal pictures? I'm
I
just
love this.
I mean,
I
it's just like
love it.
free stock images, I guess.
So
Sex you all day long. Make reservations for a long dinner specifically, and a walk afterwards.
Aw, that's
Make your place look like a romance novel or
A sacred sexual haven.
what is a sacred sexual haven?
I mean,
I think it's something
whatever
50
you want
Shades of
it
Grey.
to look like.
Just piss.
Let you take the lead on the late activities. Or that owl's like. Buy you an incredible gift or perform a very big act of service.
Go. It's another one of these like business transactions.
Love
Number
it.
five.
Lord Sugar Daddy.
But it doesn't have to be an act of service. Could be like they made you dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
make themselves look like a human snack,
Oh yeah.
and let your hunger take it away.
Come here, you little blueberry.
So
Very
it's Valentine's Day. That's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Violet Beauregard would like to know your location.
2 months. 2 months.
I'm gonna go for
Bloody hell.
dinner and a long walk because that sounds like heaven. That's what I'd want. That's the best night.
I don't want to be bothered all day with like
Show me your tits. Leave me alone.
You might just
mean-
have to like have a wank in
like,
the toilet. You never know.
It's 6. I mean, it's obviously
What?
6. Sure, like, you know. I'm just going to put myself out there.
What? A human snack.
It's definitely 6. Yeah, just make
Just
yourself
dressed
look
up
really
as a
nice.
bag of crisps.
Yeah, we can do whatever.
Oh, yeah.
it's like in a
Fucking
Pringles
open
can.
me, baby.
Oh, wow.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Oh, you should really get that checked out by a doctor, though.
Jeez.
What would I like? I think I would enjoy the sexting all day long. Because then that would get me like well in the mood for when I see them again in the evening.
I think I'm with Lewis. I'd just be annoying.
I think this.
I work from home, it's fine.
Yeah, so do I. I get distracted
The
easily.
thing is that you can also just put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and then like when you take a break, you like look at the dozens of texts that have just come
But then I
through.
feel guilty. And I'd be like, I feel like I need to respond.
Nah,
It's a lot of pressure. You got to be sexy back, you know?
No,
Sometimes
no, you
it's hard.
don't. Sometimes you just send a picture of your tit, and it's all good.
Just one.
Just the one.
Just the one tit. Do you know what's a really?
The other one's coming
do you know what's
later.
a really here's a hack? Boomerangs.
Oh, because they make things look good because it's all moving.
Yeah, so like I've done this before, which is I think is a really great visual. It's like a boomerang of you just grabbing your boob.
Oh, so it's like
Just a and then that's it.
Lewis just
And then
I don't know.
and it's just a boomerang of that.
Because you can send it to just,
crossing his legs.
Simple.
you can send it to just one person, can't
Simple yet effective. Yes, of course. Well, you'd ideally send it to just one person rather put it on the internet, depending on your profession.
you? I'd be terrified of like just accidentally putting it on my story, I think.
Oh God, can you imagine?
I mean, it's less of a problem for me if I just have like me pets grabbing
okay.
my food.
Actually, I've just remembered a thing that did happen when I
A boomerang. Somebody in chat just said it's a boomerang.
boomerang.
Give that person mod.
So I'd recently taken some pics, and it involved my tits. And I had someone who was worth
for the new book.
no, unfortunately not. But there was someone who worked. There was this guy who worked for me, and he was like an intern, and he did a lot of video editing for me. And then occasionally he would also like take pictures of my receipts using this receipt app so that I could do my expenses. Super
Go on.
boring. However, what I did was I just opened the receipt app and just handed it to him and was just like, there you go, thank you. And then, but what happens is that like when it loads up the screen, which is like a camera screen, in the bottom corner is like your camera roll and your last most recent image, and it was my tits. And he didn't say anything, and then I didn't realize until afterwards, and then I never said anything, and yeah.
Would it have been better if he'd just gone nice?
Well, he would have no, because then we'd have to acknowledge it. But he 100%
Nice.
saw in the bottom corner the camera roll image of my boobs and just didn't say anything. So, like, kudos to
I've
him.
had that,
Thank you.
but I've been the other person looking through pictures and then
Oh, you swipe. No,
and
I
then saw tits, and I was just like,
whenever
there you go.
Yeah, whenever a friend like hands me their phone and they're like, "Oh, look at this picture," so I'm like, "How far can I swipe and in what direction?"
But the thing is, I wasn't swiping. This is really awkward. It was my brother.
Just Lannister things.
So I'm
Just
sure he's not watching. He's not watching, but basically he handed me his phone, and it was his whole photo reel. It wasn't like just big. It was like all of the photos,
okay.
and maybe saw my sister-in-law's.
Oh, at least you didn't see your brother.
Oh no, I did not. No, God, no. No, I saw tits. I saw tits.
My partner had that exact thing, but it was a dick pic that I sent. A friend just saw it.
Oh no!
And they were just like, "Oh, nice."
Nice.
Which is the best reaction. It was better that they didn't just call me and started laughing.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your answer to this? What makes your Valentine's Day the best night ever?
Yeah, I think I'm probably with Simon. Just the snack. You got
Make yourselves look like a
dress up
blueberry.
like a giant strawberry.
Eat that never-ending gum.
Like Willy Wonka.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to burp, Charlie.
You
Got a burp.
about to have sex.
That's the way to turn.
You were about to have sex with someone, but then they say something that makes you question if they think you're sexy. Oh.
Oh no!
They try to rush the physical before you've had a good conversation. The place is a
Always a
disaster.
problem.
and its energy
It's a
feels
similar
off.
question.
Random animal picture. It wouldn't be one of these rounds without it.
Yeah.
They try and take your stick from you.
They pounce all over you without giving you time to get in the mood. You ask them for a favor and they say no.
Business
Deal.
You,
It's not business time.
You see something that kind of grosses you out.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Yeah, that could be a problem sometimes.
Surely it's number one. Like, all the other stuff just seems stupid. Like, number one is, you know, you're getting down and dirty, and they're like, oh. What?
I think it depends if it's the first time or if it's a partner.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
you've been with them for ages, and they're like,
No. That would obviously like be the case. But I think with some of the other ones, if it was a first time, there's like if they pounce all over you, that's not a problem.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, up to a
Depends
point.
if you want to be pounced on.
True. Yeah. If it's consensual pouncing.
Love a good bit of consensual pouncing.
Why are you... Wait, they try to rush the physical before you've had a good conversation. What kind of conversation are you having leading up?
Do you want to have sex?
That's
They
not a
don't finish
conversation,
the sentence.
That's
They're
a
like,
question.
Well, it might be like you've got your mind on something that day and you just need to like get it off your chest before you start
Oh, I
like sitting on
see.
someone.
I mean, if Xylus was in the room, I wouldn't want to have sex.
Yeah, this is a
Is that the
chat.
place is a disaster and the energy feels off?
It leads you to...
No, it's definitely the seeing something that grosses you out.
Oh.
2 and 4 are very similar, chat's saying, which I
2
agree
and
with.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, those two have always been very similar, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a shocker for everyone. I think these are these are more directed towards women. I assume, like because
I don't know. I think it's for everyone.
I
But
think it's the
also,
other way
like, the
around,
first one is
definitely.
very much they say something that makes you question if they think you feel sexy. It's very much a miscommunication. They might be saying, they might not, might still obviously think you're sexy. It just happens that you've interpreted what they've said to mean. Do you know what I mean? It's just,
Your tits don't look as awful as usual.
or they might say, like, for instance, I've definitely been in situations where, like,
It's a compliment.
you're getting down and dirty and then they like to tell you about their last, like, poo.
I don't think I. Wow.
What?
No.
Actually,
And
no.
it's
My
like-
partner has like sometimes very spectacularly misreads what point we're at in like the.
Or they
process.
might say
no.
something. Oh, they might say something really. Oh, maybe they just say
Oh,
something
no.
really weird.
Why would they? Why is so your partner has said that? You're
No,
about to have
I don't
sex.
know why I use that as an example. But there's definitely like you're getting down, and their mind is clearly on something else,
Right,
and so they're also like trying to also talk to you whilst you're also like making out
in
or
different
whatever.
stages.
And then something comes out, and you're like, the fuck.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Kermit. See Kermit in my
Yeah,
room would
Kermit
be
is-
cause a problem. If they had,
I don't want to put my hand in that.
You see something grosses you out. Oh,
Okay.
no.
I meant the Muppet. I don't know what you mean.
Oh fuck! Oh wait,
this
skip.
step, skip
Skip.
this step.
Do you get your?
You're mental. You're fucking mental.
Well,
Oh,
We knew
mental
it.
health isn't funny. A serious issue. Okay, mental. If you're not connected mentally first, physical
like I'm
is
having
hardly
therapy
an
right
option.
now.
Is this? Let us know if this
no, it's fine.
it makes sense.
Oh my god,
You are a
I
sapiosexual.
do love trees.
It means like intelligence and knowledge. And
This
stuff.
is me
Anyway.
as well with sweating.
Someone who is turned on by intelligence, and thus feeling at one with someone through conversation is a massive part of your sexual arousal cycle.
I feel this is important. Can you stop laughing? I'm learning stuff.
Sorry.
about
I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's just
Hey,
the way it's presented
this is
funny.
Lewis's identity. Your partners, plural clearly, must understand.
The third person.
Oh yeah, that third person.
I call them lefty and righty.
Your partners must understand that an intellectually stimulating conversation is often a prerequisite to stimulating you anywhere else. A person's values and morals may also play a huge role for determining sexual compatibility for you. If they have a very different belief system, you can sense you'll want very different things out of a sexual experience. Like, you know, if they're homophobic, can't get aroused.
Yeah.
Congrats. Congrats.
Congrats.
Now that you know your turn on trigger. Okay, this is when she starts to plug her
To
book.
buy my fucking book.
Buy
yes.
her fucking book. She is great. I do love Shan. Shan Booty. She is wonderful. Do you want to do the commitment quiz? That's a really fun one.
Oh dear.
Yes, I do. Let's do it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so basically the idea is that you come out of this quiz knowing what kind of relationship that you are suited for. So the options that you could potentially be are casual dating, serial, non-committed dating. However, okay, I've not actually spoken to Shan to define some of these things. Like, I don't actually understand what she means by the difference between modern monogamy and being monogamish.
Right.
Monogamish.
So, traditional dating, modern monogamy, being monogamish, a free relationship, an open relationship. I also don't know what she means by the difference
Good
between
Lord.
free and an open relationship. Moonlighting, aka swinging. This is like those like rich couples that we were talking about before. But also, it's open to everyone, no matter your class. Some form of polyamory, and then aromantic, which means that you're not interested in romantic relationships.
Funnily enough, you're not a romantic.
Yeah.
You're aromantic.
yeah.
And you're also not aromatic.
Good to know. Right, there you go. Let's explore your commitment needs.
Okay.
I'm really excited
Oh,
to learn this.
I'm really worried.
Are we going to
Sure.
find out if Lewis is okay?
I think
It's
I did.
monogamish.
I think I did this quiz and I came out as either. I can't remember. It was either modern monogamy, monogamish, or free relationship. I came out as, but I actually can't remember.
Would
which
you like
one
me
it
to
was.
read these ones out? So you did the last one.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
So Lewis, aside from clarifying feelings amongst those
Oh my
involved,
God, it's weird. It's like being on a therapist's couch now with an actual doctor
which
asking me questions
Well,
about
the aim of the stream was like, let's
You have
make
a good
Lewis as
relationship with your
uncomfortable as
mother.
possible. I
we've-
really need
yeah.
a wee, but I don't want to miss this.
aside from clarifying feelings
it's unhealthy.
amongst those involved, which of these expresses why commitment is most important to you? It's an important milestone or a goal of mine. It's assurance that my partner is exclusive to me. It's really not important to me, so I try to avoid it. It communicates to others what myself and my partner already know about our connection, and it's important to my partner.
Aside from clarifying feelings amongst those involved,
So, like, understanding the feelings between you and your partner.
you've got to read the question carefully on these things.
Mm.
Which of these expresses why commitment is most important to you? Okay. I think it is important. It is important that
It's important to you.
So it's basically why is commitment important to you, other than you and your partner amongst
because
yourselves know that you're.
I think this is pretty easy for me. It's important to me because it is important that I am a good person. I don't know. Like I wouldn't
Ooh.
cheat for the same reason.
Yeah.
In the sense that my honor would be unreasonably tarnished.
So
my image of myself in my head would be damaged.
So there's obviously the second one is insurance that my partner is exclusive to me. But
Well,
you're,
I don't-
But you're kind of
I
flipping
don't-
that. It's like it's assurance that
I
I'm
don't
committed
own
to
my
partner.
partner. She can leave any time, or whatever.
But for
She's
you,
not happy.
commitment is about you being committed, but you're not that fussed about her being.
I would like. I'm not against it, but I'm also
Yeah.
aware that that's not why I'm committed. This is
You don't
weird.
want to be a bad person. Okay, that's not that's not
It's
one
not
of
an
these
unusual.
options.
No, it's this one. It's important. It's an important thing. For
Oh,
me
/ goal of mine.
Yeah.
be-
Okay, yeah.
one.
Goal of mine. That makes sense. Yeah.
to stand to.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
It's a funny one, maybe. It's not. I don't feel. I don't. Well, then obviously it's not this.
I quite like the fourth one because
Yeah, me too.
It's like it says like aside from clarifying feelings to those involved. So it's like cool. I'm already like very comfortable and secure in the feelings that me and my partner have for each other. But commitment is like then other people perceiving us in that same way.
Yeah, I would
see.
go for 4.
That's I like that answer because like you and your partner could have whatever kind of relationship you like, and then just sometimes it just makes it easier if other people also get it.
Right.
What would you go for, Simon?
I think I agree with Lewis. I think it's important internally. I think 2 has a point to it. It's slightly aggressively worded.
I know, I see what you mean. I was drawn to that as well. Everyone wants to, if you're in a monogamous
Yeah,
relationship,
maybe number
everyone
2
wants
is
to
more
know.
like assurance that we're both exclusive.
Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah,
that you're important to me and I know that I'm important to you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I'd probably go for 1, I think, on balance.
Well, you go for 1.
Yeah, I think
We're
so.
answering.
Do you want to have a pee? I'll read some messages.
Okay.
I don't want you to.
Donation time. What's
annoyed.
Hannah Pease?
Declan.
Donate for piss.
I
We didn't
kinda-
quite mean it like this.
I kind of need to pee.
Sure.
Not to make this weird, but
Come
Needs
on.
to go
It's okay. You can
separately
go for it.
urinate.
Rossibo has donated $200 to say, I love this hot mess.
To a
of
grand.
the
It's a total of a
stream."
grand from Rossibo.
Thank you.
Rossibo with the grand. Holy shit! Thank you so much.
Do you know Rossibo?
Executive producer of the Pokemon stream, Rossibo.
Ah, holy crap. Thank you very much.
Declan has added $250 to their donation for a total of 280. It's an incredible extra add-on. It's hilarious how disparate parts of YouTube end up knowing each other. Watched Hannah and Yogs very separately and never thought they'd come together. Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Festag/other.
Yes, thank you, Declan. What a nice
Thank you
message.
very much.
Yeah, holy crap. Rick182 says, the dulcet tones of Lewis Brindley streaming in the background is all anyone should need to get in the mood this Christmas.
I quite
Wow,
agree, Rick.
something no one has ever said.
Slightly more than a hundo as well, $101.83.
Thank
I like
you
that.
very much, Rick.
Do you want me to read this this next one?
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Super Nintendo Chalmers has donated, saying, Sir, I need to know where I can get some business hammocks. Hammocks! My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Hammocks! Homer, there are 4 places. There's the Hammock Hut. That's on 3rd. There's Hammocks R Us. That's on 3rd, too. Got it. You got Put Your Butt There. That's on 3rd. Yes. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Right. Matter of fact, they're all in the same complex. It's the Hammock Complex, down on 3rd. Oh, the Hammock District.
A lovely,
You only blink
lovely
twice.
Simpsons
Classic episode.
reference.
Oh, love it. Thank you very much, Super Nintendo Chalmers, for your half hundred.
Gotta watch that.
So good.
Tom has donated $111. Watching Yogscast for 9 years now. Love what you're doing. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for sticking with us so long.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh,
9
man.
years, god damn, you're still not bored.
I can't believe people still watch this what we do.
A half hundo from Nick. I've been watching forever. My first time donating. I love supporting such great causes. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you for donating, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
It's great to see like the people who have been around for so long and then now they've got a job and it's their first time they're able to donate.
It's amazing.
Yeah, people's loyalty, continued loyalty. It's amazing.
Lisa Marie says, donated because I'm loving this shit show.
That's the attitude.
Love to Big Lids. Oh, well.
Big Lids! We shout very loudly. She might be able to hear us over the sound of her pissing.
Big Lids!
We got $40 from Hannah and Freddie. Thank you very, very much, Hannah and Freddie.
Thank you very much. Stefan Kanopo Holly OK. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for all the entertaining streams this month. Thank you very much, Stefan. That's much appreciated.
We had some appreciation for Big Lids. I don't know if you heard us.
Big Lids! You turned up at the same time.
I'm really sad, Lewis, because you're right. In the bathroom, it is pink. My rosé stain is pink, and I think it might have stained my top.
If you whipped that top straight off when I told you to,
Then we would have been cut from Twitch.
then you would have saved
Then
that top.
it still would have had a stain on it,
No,
and you would have seen
flushed
my
out the-
cleavage.
Well, that
And
would
the
have been
whole-
an
and-
unfortunate byproduct of saving that lovely top from being ruined.
He would have to suffer that cleavage, Hannah.
I would have suffered it like a man. Look at your horrible cleavage.
This is my favourite event of the year.
Okay.
I come away from this feeling so confident.
Thank you very much to Bats, who's added $30 to their dono for a total of $100. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And I should do one more. Thank you to M Bremk. Bremick, who's added, who's donated $30. It's tradition to buy the bundle instead of presents for my parents.
Aww.
Well, hopefully they like games. Or you're not going to be very popular,
Your
I guess.
parents love you. They understand.
Yeah.
For a good
It's a tradition for me. I'll buy it every year. It's just a question of what stream I want to go on. It's like which streams don't have hat films in, and to pick one of those.
Right.
Wait, is there a thing?
No,
They don't read donos.
Oh, I see.
No, they do. They do.
they do.
They probably read one read.
So yeah, it's a yearly tradition for me as well. Thanks, Bremick.
DTM Shadow Slayer. Hey, Yogs, we watched since 2007. You always brought joy to my life and continue to do so. Your videos inspired me to make my own YouTube channel, where I be achieved so much, all thanks to you. Thank you very much, DTM Shadow Slayer. Very emo name. Papa has donated, saying loving sex and science, and so has Anonymous, Aimless Corsair, and Cajunman, and James Chance. Thank you
Not
very
James
much.
Cheats, the legendary James Cheats.
Um,
Do you ever wonder what he's doing?
Who?
James Cheats. He was
James Chance is different to Charles Dunn.
Who's James Cheat?
He was from the Hat Films, like way back in the day, in their original GTA playthrough. He was like a recurring character that was trolling them for a bit.
Oh. Oh.
It was the first video Spiff uploaded to his YouTube channel. Was
Really?
a
Really?
compilation of James cheats.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
This is James Charts. He says,
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you for helping me through the most hard times of my life and the best times, like having my first child.
Oh, congrats!
Ah.
Wow.
Well done. A little baby Yognaut, maybe. And thank you, Ixius. Thank you, Francis Black. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, The Keeper. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Amarillion.
Oh, can I answer this question from Joel?
You may. Joel has said, a question mainly for Hannah. How do you deal with unequal sexual desire in a relationship, i.e. someone wanting sex more often than their partner?
This is one of the most common problems in relationships. So it's not like, so first of all, you have to kind of think this is normal, like it's not necessarily like a bad thing. Secondly, I recommend that you read Come As You Are by Emily Nagoski. Just read that book and it will solve all your problems.
Who's written that?
Emily Nagoski.
Do you know her? Is this a nepotistic?
No, I've met her. I met her one time.
Okay.
But as someone who was like there, like getting my books.
Can you
I
give
was
us the answer? Like,
What is?
Well, no. Okay. So.
Is it wanking?
Oh no. There's not like an answer to it.
Oh, really?
There's not like one answer. So one of the brilliant things that she talks about, and this isn't like her coming up with this thing. It's like, anyway. So everyone has a sexual brake and a sexual accelerator. And some people's brakes and accelerators are more sensitive or less sensitive than others. And
is it like pressing the clutch? You have to really shove that in.
yeah, think of it literally as a car.
With the
Think of
accelerator,
it
you've got
as
to
the
be much
accelerator and the
careful.
brake of a car. Like you press the accelerator, you go faster, i.e. you're horny. You hit the brake, you stop being horny. Some people have more sensitive than others. So like if you have a more sensitive accelerator, it means that like for instance, I think you've got quite a sensitive accelerator because you're aroused by this stream. And I have a sensitive accelerator because I'm also aroused by this stream. It just means that like anything that is sexually relevant, even if it's not sexual, just sexually relevant, like might turn you on. And then if you have a sensitive brake, it means that like if anything is like slightly off, if there's any like kind of like some of these questions that we were doing before, then it might like completely turn you off. So you kind of have to know yourself and know your partner in terms of like the sensitivity of your brake and accelerator, but then also what are the things that hit your accelerator and what are the things that hit your brake. So ideally, if you want to try and like match as best as you can, which is not always possible and shouldn't necessarily be strived for because then everyone will be disappointed. But if you want to try and match as closely as possible your sexual desires, then what you need to do is you need to hit your accelerators. In each person's accelerator might be different in terms of what actually triggers your accelerator. You need to like basically turn on all of your turn-ons and turn off all of your turn-offs. So you really need to talk to your partner about what kind of situations get them going. And this quiz is actually a bit perfect for it, or the one before about your turn-on triggers.
Yeah, honestly,
the one about the
I
turn-on
feel like
triggers
I
is
need to learn
actually
a
really
lot
good.
More.
Because it allows you to understand like what kind of scenarios really get you going and what kind of scenarios really kind of like hit your brakes and you're like, oh, no. And so what you can then do is you can like figure out, okay, how do we create a scenario where your brake isn't being hit? And how do we create a scenario where we're like fucking putting the pressure on your accelerator?
So presumably you're compatible if you can accomplish that without compromising your mutual happiness, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And the one thing that you can't change is how sensitive your brake and accelerator are. You can't change the sensitivity of them, but what you can change is the things that are either hitting them or not hitting them. Right. So I have a sensitive accelerator, which basically means that the slightest sexually relevant thing, I kind of get a little bit aroused. And I don't have a very sensitive brake, which means that if something happens that would turn off someone else, it might not turn off me.
Right, so you're kind of like a juggernaut. Like you basically.
I'm Hannah Witten, bitch.
You can like anything will get you going. Like you could throw chip fat in that engine, and it'll just start burning it and
Pretty much.
burning down the highway, and then nothing will fucking stop that bastard.
Yeah.
You know.
Whereas, like, my partner has a similar brake. His brake isn't very sensitive, which means there's not a lot that would turn him off. But his accelerator isn't as sensitive as mine. So it takes more for him to get to my level of arousal.
Right. Okay.
And you just have to know that about each other, and then you can accommodate the situation.
Okay. So he's.
And communication. It's all about communication.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What would you, from my explanation, if it was any good, what would you say if you have a sensitive or less sensitive accelerator?
I think I'm like a little mini metro. You know, I reckon I could get going like fairly easy, but
So sensitive
like
accelerator.
I would like.
Very
I think
small.
if I hit into like anything, I bump into anything, I'll just be like stopped.
So you have a sensitive accelerator and a sensitive brake.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
a sensitive soul.
Would you describe yourself as
My mum
mini?
said I was very
Did you?
special.
Mini
What?
Lutz?
Oh fucking hell!
What?
What car are you, Lydia?
Mine.
A big rig.
It's a
Big
old
rigs.
truck. Just plow.
Big rigs.
Big rig, big load. I would say, what's it? Sensitive.
How sensitivity of the brake and
So
accelerator.
how
Yeah.
easily do you get turned on and how easily do you get turned off?
What am I doing with my Saturday night? All right.
You can say pineapple.
You're hitting one of those pedals.
All right, here we go. I would say very sensitive brake, like easily just like fuck this, not into this anymore. A medium,
Yeah.
a medium accelerator.
Right.
Not super sensitive, but
So what? Hang on,
you
what
know.
car is that? If
I
you're
don't
like,
know, I don't know, I
you
can't
stop
remember.
very quickly, but you don't go very fast.
Not
You're like a forklift truck.
There we go. I'm a forklift truck in size and in spirit.
Two
love
big
that.
prongs on the front.
Wait, what kind of car am I? I don't know anything about cars.
So you're very sensitive.
Sensitive on both. No,
Oh, no,
sensitive,
sensitive
accelerator,
accelerator.
but not on a sensitive brake.
Can't
I don't-
stop. You should-
So you're like a rocket car.
Am I like a Formula One?
No, because they've got great brakes.
Have they? Oh, do they?
Maybe you're
Okay.
like a freight train.
Just destroying everything in its path.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking train.
Beep beep. The horny train's here.
What about you, Simon? What car are you?
I got a pretty sensitive accelerator, not very kind of medium brake, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm probably something terribly boring in like a Ford Mondeo.
Nice family car.
Yeah, very reliable family car. Can fit several people in me.
Yeah, I
Like a
bet.
people carrier.
Yeah.
Get some plants in the back, some compost. Yeah.
And I run on renewable energy, so I'd be like a Model S or something.
Oh, nice.
Shall we carry on with the
Yeah,
quiz?
And it takes me a very long time to arrive anywhere.
I think my brake has actually been hit though because I'm really upset about this stain on
Yeah,
this
so maybe
top.
you're more sensitive than you think.
Yeah, this has completely turned me off.
No.
Like knowing that
She's not in it anymore.
You just don't feel confident. is
I
that
just
it?
don't feel sexy anymore, and also because I just like I will buy like another one.
I
If I
think
can't
it's
get it
made
out,
you more sexier. Having like...
just because it makes me more human.
Well, because I know that top's definitely coming off now. Do you know what I mean?
Donate
I
to
didn't know that.
humble.com/yogs.
It's definitely not definitely
just-
coming off.
I'm working on,
Hannah.
I'm working on
Just
ruining any...
Humble.com/yogs to
Please.
rescue Hannah.
I'm just slamming that
Fucking
brake.
hell.
He's
Okay, but is it weird that I enjoy this?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
I'm
rescue
fine.
Simon
I'm
and Lydia.
fine.
Donate humble.com/yogs.
I was
and
texting my partner.
hashtag save
in the
Simon
break.
and Lydia.
Right. Should
See.
someone want to ask this question?
Please.
Okay, sorry. How would you describe your relationship with jealousy?
Oh.
When it comes to
I'm a
romantic
Pikachu.
relationships, I do not like to share what's mine. Pikachu. Apparently, Pikachu. I'm territorial but not possessive. How the fuck can you be territorial but not possessive? Anyway,
This is mine, kind of. If you want it.
I prefer to keep things casual, and jealousy complicates that. I tend to be jealous, but I hate when my partners get jealous. Fucking double standards.
No one's going to actually answer that.
hate
are
that
they?
shit.
No one will admit to that.
I experience jealousy, but I never act on it because it's not fair to my partners.
Cats.
Yeah.
Why would they not?
I
look at
enjoy
them. Oh,
I enjoy jealousy. It's a turn on for me.
What the fuck? Who enjoys
I don't know if
jealousy?
that photo needs to be blurred for Twitch.
I mean, it's been up for a very
yeah,
long time.
true. I'm not a jealous person at all, and it's important that my partners partners.
Yeah, why can't
partner.
Why kittens?
Also, I'm territorial but not possessive, Lewis, is exactly how I play Civ, in that I have territory,
Right.
but I don't hold on to it.
I see.
That's the
you
Simon
lose
playing
it.
Civ option.
I am the lion.
You do not. Right.
I love that you can admit
Holy
that.
shit.
That is great. I love that you can admit
Who the
that.
fuck wants to share their partner?
I
That's
am
not
a
admitting
lion.
Some
anything.
people enjoy that.
All right, well, I'm
That was
a lion.
that was the dash from fucking Incredibles
Some people
2.
enjoyed it,
Like,
but
it
Simon-
defines what I am.
I don't know what I'd be.
P lion, yes.
I don't want to share what's mine. Fuck off.
I also don't think that jealousy is a straightforward emotion. So like
Polygamy is a thing. To be fair,
I think
I'm just.
I
yeah.
think that jealousy is like, it's like, why are you experiencing jealousy? Is it like, oh, I want to spend that time with you instead? I'm scared that you're attracted actually attracted to someone else. I'm scared that you love someone else. Like, actually, what is it? Is it like fear of their time being spent not with you, their attraction not being with you, or their like love not being with you? Like, or many other things. Like, what actually is the jealousy? Because if it was time and if it was love, I would be jealous. If it's physical attraction, I'm like, I'm aroused by that.
Well, a lot of jealousy is insecurity, isn't it? You're
Definitely.
insecure and you're worried that they're going to leave you, so you get very jealous about.
Yeah.
And I think it changes over time. Like in my first relationship, that was definitely, I was very insecure, very, very jealous when of my partner. And it didn't help that she was she did ballroom dancing and like Latin dancing
Very
at university.
sexy.
So yeah, it's like a very, like in close proximity with
Physical,
somebody else.
yeah.
And so I was like, I'm really not a big fan. It was definitely like a strain. But I think as you get older, you're like, hey, I'm great. No one, like this relationship is solid. Like I don't need to be so paranoid about that. But at the same time, yeah, like if the affection is going somewhere else, then
I
it's
think
different.
emotional affection is that's a real, like it's, I guess, like you get jealous maybe if your partner is like texting someone a lot, then I would think that's more worrying than
But then you'd be like,
know.
why? What do you get out of texting that person?
Who's
You know what
mum?
I mean?
Who the fuck is she?
Other women. You cut your sister out your life. You cut your mum out your life. I am the only woman in your life.
Anyway, well, go on. What are you going to click?
I'm Pikachu.
Really?
Well, I think like if
Interesting. I'm not
someone,
judging, not
let's,
judging,
let's
no
like
judging.
use an example though. Like if someone is like gonna, someone at a bar, I don't know, like you're at a bar and someone's hitting on your girlfriend, you're gonna be like if she's not clearly not into it, then I'm gonna stand up for her if she needs it. But I'm not possessive. Like if she's running the show and she's all right with that, then I'm cool with that.
I
Like,
think
don't
if
care.
I saw someone approaching Dan and like trying to chat Dan in a bar, I think I would really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I would really enjoy the
Wouldn't
fact that
mind.
someone else finds him
Well, maybe I'm
attractive,
not
and I would
turned for it
also
then.
really enjoy his awkwardness because I don't think he would like it. So I wouldn't even swoop in there and try and save him. I would just let him be awkward in that moment.
What would you pick out of these, Hannah?
This is tough.
Oh, wait, what was the actual question?
Actually. How do you describe your relationship?
Oh.
I mean, well, so it's a turn on.
I think
for you,
I
is it?
no. I think I experience it, but I don't act upon it necessarily. Like, because I will always examine my jealousy if I do have any.
I actually think this is. I don't like this answer, but because it's like, oh, you just like casual.
Yeah.
But I'm in a serious relationship. I'm not in a casual relationship. But at the same time, I feel like
But that's
I
like
don't-
ignoring that jealousy is a thing, whereas I think that like you kind of have to accept that it might be a thing. but you
she's
don't
her own
necessarily-
person, and Pikachu is a beautiful, wonderful Pokemon. He's free.
Yeah.
You
Do as he wants.
You can answer however you like.
Maybe.
Oh, we've only got 20 minutes left. We've got to speed
Sorry.
through this quiz.
Oh,
Hey, we
fuck,
we
we're running out of
started late.
time.
We started.
We
late.
did start 20 minutes late. We should
20
have
minutes?
40 minutes.
What is
Okay.
your current philosophy about relationships as they relate to you?
Ooh. Life is short, and the list of its possibilities are long. I don't promise myself to anyone because I choose experiences over expectations.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Brutal, maybe. Who knows? You can be good to people without giving your full self to them. Right now, being responsible and accountable to myself is enough.
Oh
That
my
kind of
God.
like plays into what you were saying before about like wanting to be a good person. Anyway, love means fully choosing one person. You could spend your life chasing what ifs, but that could cost you the beauty of what is.
I'm waiting to see if there's a seventh option with an animal picture.
Can we scroll?
Oh, right.
Oh my God, there's so
so
many.
cool. You fall in love
There's
by
no
chance-
animals. What the fuck is this?
Wait, no, what's the last one?
Yay!
This bingo card fills in.
You fall in love by chance, but you stay in love by choice. I agree with that. As long as the love we have is reflected in the choices we make, the two of us can make it.
If we try.
If
Sorry.
if relationships are windows, think of the rules you place on them like paint. It might look nice, but it also prevents you from seeing your partner clearly.
If relationships are windows, I want to throw you out of this one.
Not everyone who wanders is lost. There's a joy in browsing because you know your heart will always lead you home. Oh, so romantic, kind of. Your heart needs security, the mind needs challenges, and the body needs play. Let's love each other, grow as individuals, and play with whomever we desire.
Yikes.
As long as
It's like a blind date answer, isn't it?
it's like a free poly relationship answer. I don't know. As long as I am first, we are fine. That's my only preference. I choose to love my partner/partners for who they are, not how well they follow my rules. Ooh.
Wow.
I love letting go of the idea that my love has any limits.
And
Not an answer.
And the animal one is having crushes, dating, or falling in love may seem like universal experience, but that's not the case for me.
I
says this
imagine
dog.
that's the dog saying
That's
that.
the dog
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
that.
he's
100%.
saying it, looking out.
I love
at-
those mountains.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Fuck, there's so many.
That's a lot.
I kind of just spaced out a little bit. There's a lot of
There's a lot.
Yeah.
a lot of options.
I know answer double
See,
team.
so the one with the tree I really relate to because I have a lot of relationships in my past that are huge what ifs because they were never resolved.
They're huge trees.
But they're just like so many what ifs. But I'm like currently in a relationship and like getting married next year. So it's kind of.
Oh, are you getting
Yeah, I know. Weird.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Who's the lucky guy? Does Dan know?
Dan doesn't know about it yet. No.
But like there are so many like what ifs in my past. But like I agree with this about like if I focused on them, then I would never actually be happy in my current relationship.
This is a very common thing.
Yeah.
I think this resonates with me somewhat too. You know, you fall in love by chance.
I
but you stay
totally
in love
agree
by
with
choice.
the choice thing.
You again. This is the thing. Going back to my first one, it's like a choice that I've made, and I feel like, you know, I guess sometimes you shouldn't stand by and be in a relationship that you feel that you're not enjoying, but it's just because you've made some sort of commitment and you hate it. Because sometimes like forcing yourself to stay in a relationship that you hate is not fun.
No,
But
no,
sometimes
it's much
people-
better
yeah.
to be single than in an unhappy, unhealthy relationship.
Definitely.
100%.
This feels like selfish. As long as I'm first, we are fine. That's my only preference. I choose to love my partners for who they are, not how well they follow my rules. So at the second time, like it's like at the same time, this is a slightly different sentence.
Yeah.
I'm in my relationship. I'm definitely not only putting myself first, but at the end of the
But
day,
also, I feel like the image that Shan has chosen for this, that's in the open, means I'm like, maybe this is applying to open relationships. But also, what this makes me think of is friends of mine who are Christians who have gotten married. The way that they've explained it to me is that their partner is always second in their relationship and God is first. And I cannot relate to that because also in my relationship, I'm first, he's second. And I think some people might say that's selfish because also he's like, for him, at least what I think is that I'm number one and he's number two. And I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm number one for both of us then.
So you've got something in common.
I'm honestly on board with that. I feel like
Hannah's number one in his relationship.
I'm number one in my life.
I feel like I'm number one.
Yes, okay, I'm marrying him, so like in theory for life, but also in reality, I am number
I
one.
feel like I
for
can't
me
be
forever.
good to you unless I'm good to myself first. I don't know. Like I have to be. I have to be the best I can be, which sounds crazy when you say it. It sounds really awful, but I think that it serves you better in the long run to be with someone who actually cares about themselves and is able to not be.
Well, you don't want to be
not just be
codependent.
lost on you. I
Yeah,
don't want
so-
anyone who's infatuated with me. I want someone who's
That's
independent.
like
and-
the codependency thing, which doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that's not a healthy.
I think when you
relationship.
flip these things around, it's like
We've got 15 minutes.
Sorry.
we need to
don't-
cram through the quiz.
I'm gonna go. I'm
There's
gonna
so
go
many-
with open.
Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with this. Stay in love for a chance. Oh no, I don't like this. We're gonna go with open. Fuck it. It seems weird, but I'm pressing it.
We're doing it live.
Okay, when you are in a committed relationship, do you find yourself being attracted to others? Absolutely not. I only have eyes for my partner. Not really, except for when things get rocky with my partner, then I notice my eyes tend to start wandering. What committed relationship? I stay single because I know I can't keep eyes to myself. Yes, I might look, but that's as far as it ever goes. Yes, I look and will likely strike up a conversation. I'm also open to going beyond that, but I check with my primary partner first. Yes, and when I find someone attractive, I also think it's fun to tell my partner about them to see if they think they're hot too. That is me. I identify with that 100%. Keeps going. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm a big fan of the number of animals. Just saying, this is the most animal-dense round.
There is no limit to my desire for new romantic connections, nor do I try to limit it for my partner or partners. I don't really find that I'm attracted to others in a romantic
That's 100% that wolf's monologue.
Oh yeah, he's sad.
Looking out the snowy landscape,
Yeah.
his house
This
dark.
aromantic wolf.
Sad,
Yeah.
isn't he?
I'm
I'm that
yeah,
one that's
we're
like,
not these
yes,
ones.
I find people attractive and like to tell my partner, but I never act upon it.
It's
'Cause
true.
we, like in practice, we're monogamous.
I think you're in denial if you don't see someone and,
Yeah,
and,
I
and
think-
meet, or sometimes you just have a spark with someone. It happens. You meet people, you connect, you become, and there is that wonder of what if, But I think
Yeah.
that
But
oftentimes.
I do think some people do just like have blinkers up.
Yeah, I don't think that's a healthy thing. Because in my first relationship, again, when I was I think partly it was because I was very paranoid about the other person leaving. And I was like, oh no, I absolutely only have eyes for you. I don't even look at other people. And it's like, you're kind of lying to yourself about it.
Yeah, everyone finds people attractive. Like, it's just natural.
Yeah.
It's totally natural to think people are hot.
Yeah, someone in chat said 4 and 6 aren't mutually exclusive. Like, yes, I might look, but that's as far as it will ever go.
Yeah.
And then plus, like, also telling your partner because
Pretty
like,
sleazy picture they've chosen for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that sleazeball with his hairy chest.
I think
I don't
looking
really
is
like
totally
this.
not-
I don't really like. Well, for me, like I don't know. Like it feels like.
That one seems the most dodgy. That like only when things get rocky, I'll start
Yeah.
looking
That's
elsewhere. That
dodgy.
seems like a bit. Ooh.
So dodgy. What committed relationship? I stay single because I can't keep my eyes to myself. Again, like this is not me really.
I would say 4.
4.
I think 4's the most reasonable.
Like, you think someone's hot, but
Would
you're
you
not
not
gonna act
tell
on
your
it?
partner? You don't have to, but is that not a thing?
I
you'd
would
say?
think that would just make it weird. I would be like, oh, just so you know, I think that person's attractive.
Oh, I do. So I do that all the time because I find a lot of people attractive.
I tell
and
my
then,
partner
and then
about
my partner is most of the time that absolutely not, and like blinkers. And then the other day he like came home and was like, oh, we were at this pub and like I really fancied the bartender, and I was like, oh my god, really? Tell me everything. Like I was so excited that he actually found someone else attractive.
Oh, see, I would hate that. I would fucking hate that.
So I thought I thought I would
same
find that.
with you. Yeah.
I would hate that so. If my partner came home and was like, I found this girl really hot, I'd be like, oh.
I was like,
great.
what does she look like? Tell me. And do you know what's really interesting actually? Because there's a certain way that I do my hair occasionally, and he like really likes that way that I do my hair. And when he described this woman, she had that hair, and I was
I
like,
said this to my partner the other day. I was like, I saw this woman at the train station. I thought she looked really cute, and I realised it was because she just looked like you.
yeah. See, that's
Yeah,
lovely.
that's cute.
That's
That's
okay.
cute. That's
Yeah.
cute.
I like that.
Right,
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
am speed.
All right. Do you see a strong benefit to being in a publicly acknowledged, committed relationship?
Yes, hence why I'm getting married.
So yes, being in a relationship it makes an impact on my overall life. So this is a religious thing as well. Like if you're in a religious
well,
community.
no, it says family values, career, so tax breaks.
But also, if you're in a job and you get married, your boss takes you more seriously
Yeah,
sometimes.
so-
Yeah, for sure. If you're like a husband, and you have
if you're
kids
in the
or-
army, you get certain benefits and stuff
Yeah.
from being married.
I know someone that got married basically because her boyfriend
Yeah.
was in the army and it meant they got benefits.
There's-
Society in
it's the
general.
deal.
Yeah, society in general, like
Not really.
like
There's no incentive to being in a
applying for a mortgage
Well-
is easier if you've got a joint income.
Yeah.
No, being in a public organised relationship actually negatively impacts the rest of my life, my image.
That could be
I
true
love-
for some people.
I love that image because it implies like if you're like a famous musician, then actually.
Well,
does
yeah, it was
negative
people
impact.
like
people buy in-
Elvis.
yeah,
and
people
st-
buy into it because they like fancy you.
Yeah. Or Twitch streamers, I guess. In
I mean,
some
like,
cases.
for
like if they
most-
think you're single, they might be more likely to donate.
For most of my like internet career, I was single, and I always wondered if I like came out, lol, fucking hell, but like had a relationship, if that would people
Impact
wouldn't
it.
watch
Yeah,
me this much.
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Where are the fucking animals?
Oh no!
Oh, no animals
Where's
in
our
this.
sad wolf?
I do, but because of how / who I love, I tend to keep it private for safety reasons. Oh, I think that's you.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That
I
was
think
easy.
that's fair.
Are you interested in experiencing other people romantically with your partners?
No, I am a lion.
No,
you're
you're
a
the
butterfly.
I am a butterfly.
You're the butterfly.
No, the two of us is all I desire. Sure, I wouldn't mind being intimate with 2+ people.
The third person.
With. Yeah, I'd like my situationship / friends with benefits to be down for multi-partner play.
Play
Look
a
at that
3
sheep.
and
Look
present
at
the
that
game.
sheep.
They're all the animals.
What are
Look at
you
little
doing?
monkeys,
Maybe
they're
as a
cute.
one-off, but mostly I like to keep relationships separate. Depends on where we are in our relationship, who this other person is. Yeah, I think it would be fun for me and my partner to sexually play with others. Yeah, I think it would be fun for me and my partners to see how we could engage with others, not just sexually. Flirting, yes. Anything beyond that, no. I'm not interested in experiencing anything romantically. Wow, poor old
Rook there.
Single trip.
Every man is a castle.
I think for me, I'm cool with
The flirting.
flirting, but
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
All the two. I'm pretty.
I mean, no, I take it back. I think
Pretty-
you can flirt with someone, and it's you know.
And it can be in a I wasn't going to say constructive, but not a destructive way to your relationship.
Yeah, like, you know, I think there's a lot of like, I don't know, this whole like, you know, you two are together and you can't look at fancy anyone else, but
That's
you know,
unrealistic.
Yeah, you do find other people attractive. You can be flirty with a person. Doesn't mean you're gonna go off and fuck them and cheat on your partner.
I'm not that wild.
Yeah.
Yes, even like as a one-off. I'm like that. I've had you know, you think about it, and I just think, nah. Do you know what? I think it might make. I'm worried it might make something weird.
7 minutes. And we've got donations to read as well.
With it not being
I
weird.
think private, that one at the bottom, that one, yeah.
Sure. The idea of one person for the rest of my life makes me feel
How does it make you feel, Hannah?
excited and giddy.
We constantly joke about what's going to happen in a divorce. So.
Excited and giddy, or excited but also weary, because I won't stay with someone just because. That is not a goal of mine. Great, but also I have questions. I need some outlets to express my desire for others, and vice versa.
I feel that.
Uncomfortable. I don't want to make any for-life decisions when I still have so much life ahead of me, or restricted. That kind of commitment is not appealing.
Is there more? Are there more options?
I think that's
No,
it.
that's it.
No, we got
I feel
the
like
horse, though.
excited and giddy is probably a little bit too effusive. It can be like, yes, but like...
You're not going to be giddy about it, are
Yeah.
you?
Oh, fuck yeah!
I'm going to find anyone else!
I like that excited. I'm not weary, but I also don't agree that you should stay with someone just because.
I wonder if that's meant to be wary.
Wary. Oh, yeah, wary. But same thing,
I
right?
won't
Weary
stay
and
with someone
wary? Are
just
they not the same
because.
word?
Well, no, weary is you're
We're
tired.
Wary
yeah.
is like,
You're unsure.
ooh,
Okay, I'm not wary. I might be weary.
You might be a bit tired, but you're not weary.
Yeah. But I don't believe that you should stay with someone just because. Like, i.e., just because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
fucking married means that we need to stay
Unless
together.
there's like other factors like children, I think, involved.
Yeah.
That's when it gets
Maybe just
complicated.
because better for the kids. Wait until they've left home, then
Yeah.
separate.
Lewis, quick answer. I've just noticed that our top dono is quite significant.
I feel like mine isn't on here.
Oh.
You donated?
No.
What's
I
your
was like, you
Oh.
donated, Lydia.
No, I mean like none of these are.
Yeah, it relates
What's your
to
feeling?
anything.
What's your feeling then?
Well, no, I would be.
How does one person only for life make you
Sorry.
feel?
Obviously, very like happy. I just think maybe I don't like the word giddy. Giddy
Yeah.
just seems like
Yeah.
real.
I think
like,
it makes me happy, but also
weird.
just like fine.
yeah,
makes
like
me feel
happy
fine.
and content. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say happy and like giddy. Giddy is just a strange word.
Yeah, I think two is the closest given how they phrased that first one.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Like a more realistic kind of like, yes, this is great, but
Yeah.
I might go
know.
to fucking shit.
I'm like apprehensive
Yeah,
about it a little bit.
yeah.
I'm a little bit. I'm not
I like
exactly
the
uncomfortable,
great,
but
also I have questions.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's great, but
Is mayonnaise an instrument? for
Wait, am
example?
I the only one that's left with their fucking Christmas attire on?
Oh, mine fell off.
My hat was too hot.
Oh, fuck you all.
oh, sorry.
Well, no, would you, according to this quiz?
Manned up and kept that on. Well done.
Thank you.
Do you want to read some
Anyway, go on,
photos?
go
I
on.
don't know what questions I have.
I just want to. Can I just put in this dono here because I'm slightly.
Please do it,
scared.
Simon.
We're not gonna
You
get-
can do that.
Whoa.
Mikhail has donated $503.
Woo!
An incredible
Thank you
donation.
very much.
Half
Thank you.
1,000 bucks.
Damn.
Thanks for everything you do. Happy holidays. Thank you, Micah. I love you, random citizen. Thank you very much.
Holy shit. Thank you.
Felix says this sexy stream always provides the opportunity to learn way too much about some of your favourite YouTubers.
I feel like I've learnt too much.
Not enough.
Nerve gas.
Semi-thouso. Yeah, exactly.
Nerve gas says enjoyed this stream. Fantastic, super interesting and positive. Sensitive accelerator, medium break.
Thank you for letting
Winky
us know.
Oh.
You're one of us.
William, thank you very much. Ev Gaming, thank you very much. Bradley D, thank you so much. Hope you had a good year,
Thank you
Bradley.
so much,
He
Bradley.
said couldn't donate as much as normal because the year's not been well, but thank you for
You
contributing.
still
anyway.
donated a lot to
Thank you.
charity.
That-
Thank
You
you.
know, that is very kind of you. I realise that it's not easy for everyone, and if you are, you know, a poor student, you know, and living off pot noodles, you know, don't worry about it.
Oh, I want a pot noodle now. What's your favourite pot noodle?
I'm like really vanilla. I'm like chicken and mushrooms.
Chicken and mushroom is my favourite. And they're
Oh,
all,
yeah?
They're
I
all
wonder what it
vegan.
says about
Oh,
your
really?
sexual
Oh, shit, that's
You can actually have like a
preferences.
There we go.
What do you mean?
The chicken one is vegan.
Oh,
yeah.
what your
Can you
pot
The
believe
beef one is as well, I believe.
preferences.
Unbelievable.
I think we need to. I want to find out what Louis'
Sorry, okay.
commitment.
Over time,
style is.
you have become aware that the person you love is not compatible with you in an important area.
Oh.
So your instinct is to either stay the course, start considering if it's time to end the relationship, communicate to your partners that you are considering exploring others that can meet your need, or shop around, or try and find fun ways that you and your partner can engage with other people together.
Is that
so-
all of the options?
So you've become aware
Where's the animal?
that your person you love is not compatible. So maybe they
in
don't
an
want
important
kids or
area, though.
something.
Like, yeah, in a really important area.
I think it's time to start, looking for something different.
Yeah, like if it's an important area.
And this is
But
what
think
I
it's
said
important
before
to be open about that.
Yeah.
not about
That's just because.
having an honourable feeling that you've made a commitment, but not. Sorry,
Very loud.
sorry.
But there's not an option for discuss it and try and work on it.
Yeah,
Well, I think that's kind of number 3.
this
But
one.
No, that says I'm telling them that I want to fuck other people. Isn't it? Look, that you are considering
Depends what's important to
exploring
you.
others that you can meet that can meet.
I
your needs.
assume you've already had the adult discussion with them, and they are like, "I'm not."
Yeah, you've come to the conclusion. You've had the discussion, and you've just come to the conclusion like, I want this.
Yeah.
You want that.
Right. Well, then
And
it's got to be
that's just
two.
different.
It's got to be two.
yeah,
then.
I think
Fantasize your primary romantic partner kissing someone else.
like that owl.
Like an owl.
How does that make you feel?
Like a sad elephant eye.
Devastated and defeated, but still will work it out. Betrayed and want to break up with them. Ambivalent, doesn't bother you. Kind of jealous, but realistically, it's not your place to be so cool with it. Jealous, but also kind of turned on. Shocked, but open to discussing how your relationship could adjust to accommodate.
But only
That's
telepathically.
what you wanted. Happy for them above all else.
Yay.
Where
2.
is the
100% two.
devastated because you didn't communicate about it before, but then also that's fine if we
Oh.
talked about it before and we come to an
I
agreement.
misread the question.
What did you think the question was?
I thought it was your partner kiss somebody else.
That is
Oh,
it.
well,
No,
you're
it's fantasized that your
fantasizing.
primary partner has kissed someone else. I
But
thought that
I-
they actually had kissed someone else.
But I think that's
Oh,
the same.
okay. Yeah,
it's the same
yeah.
thing.
But
It's
it's
the same
the
thing.
thing.
Well, no.
It's like, think about your partner kissing someone
What
else.
would you do?
Yeah.
Oh, how does the thought? Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I think it is actually. I mean, I feel like I'd love to not give a shit, but I think I would give a shit.
You would break up with them over
I would
it?
break.
I 100. Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I
But
think
the thing is,
That's
it's
stereotypy.
such a complicated question.
See, I'd be
though.
more pissed about the betrayal of trust rather than the act of kissing.
I think everyone would be devastated,
it's-
but whether
No, fair
I
enough.
don't
Fair
know,
enough.
like yeah.
No, that's I think you had to have zero tolerance.
Just to kiss.
Personally.
I don't know.
There are so many people
I
I
don't know if
wanna
you're going to
make
be
out
with someone
with.
for the rest of your life. Maybe. Are you gonna? Have you got
I've
kids
done
and stuff? Are you
watch.
going to end it for them?
Yeah, that's when it gets more
You know,
complicated.
like a
yeah.
drunken
It is a
kiss.
complicated
If your
topic.
partner told
know?
you that they felt a strong connection with someone they just met, you would ask them to stop contact with that person, tell them that they have to choose between seeing you and pursuing that person, ask them why they're telling you this because they've made it clear that you two aren't serious. Feel disappointed, but ultimately understand since you have no desire to give them more than you currently are. Okay. Flirting is okay, but feelings are not. Tell them to keep you in the loop. If they feel things, keep me updated. Tell them that you can continue to explore the possibilities with this person, then discuss what this means for your relationship. Make sure your relationship is still a priority, then give them the go-ahead to play with a new person. Tell them you're happy for them and encourage them to follow their intuition.
I think my new favourite picture from this whole stream is the Braveheart fish. I am so. I was being held in such a tiny freedom.
And I'm going to die.
Why was I in a tumbler rather than like a tank?
Honestly, I'd be erring towards one.
Wow.
Yeah, well, what if they're like, wait, when you say strong connection, what are we talking about here? As in, like, we're really good mates, or like,
Or if they super glue
or I
themselves.
really fucking fancy them?
I think it would be
and
really fucking fancy.
Then I would
like really
struggle.
drawn to someone
I would
sexually or romantically.
I would, yeah, I'm going to be honest here. Totally would struggle to have my partner
Yeah.
be mates with someone that they're really fucking attracted to and are really drawn to. Like,
Depends how much time they spend with them. I don't know.
It depends on the nature of the connection. Yeah, I think if it is they really fancy somebody, then I think that's immediately 2. I think you have
I think
to-
this ties in to one of my feelings, which is that I, don't own my partner, and it's my responsibility to be the most attractive person in their life. And if they're finding themselves attracted to someone else, then it reflects a little bit on me, and I think I would feel disappointed, but I'll understand. I think I'm Braveheart fish. Like, I think that I think it's tough, but I don't own them. I'm gonna expect. I have trust in my partner, and I expect them to trust me too. And I think if they're saying that if they're basically saying here, hey, I met someone else, I think I'm really into them.
But they might not be saying I'm really into them and therefore I'm not into you.
Yeah.
Because I think, so like in my teenage years, like
Imagine they're at work,
I'd be
though.
going out with someone and then I'd like start fancying someone else and immediately my feelings for that person would go. But nowadays as an adult, I find myself being able to have like feelings for multiple people at the same time.
I hate to butt in, but it is gay o'clock.
It's gay o'clock.
And
No, but Lewis has. We need to know what Lewis.
we need to know what to do. Let's speed through. Braveheart
Gay
fish.
time.
Braveheart fish.
I'm gay fish.
No, not gay fish. Braveheart fish. Just pick the image that you like, Lewis. Just go on the image.
What's your attachment
Don't
style?
worry, we can go a little
this
bit
is a psychological childhood fucking thing. Your attachment style.
Attachment.
So are you securely attached? People aren't possessive. So basically, it just means you're like pretty chill with your partner, not doing whatever, but like. I feel like you might be securely attached. I don't know. People that aren't possessive, nor are they dismissive. They're capable of accepting rejection and have little issue trusting people. Anxious, preoccupied. People that crave intimacy but feel doubtful that anyone will be able to truly love them. They tend to be jealous and insecure in their connections. Fearful, avoidant. These people push people away because they fear once someone gets too close, they want space for them. They are torn between fearing and craving commitment. Avoidant, people who avoid attachment and are extremely independent to the point that they are uncomfortable with too much intimacy. They're the kind of people who require a lot of space and a lot of time alone. The thing is that this is actually an entire like psychological like thing. So you would have to do an entire. I'm securely attached. The thing is that people who are securely attached tend to have the best like relationships, but you can be one of the other kind of unhealthy attachment types and be in a good relationship with someone who is securely attached. If you have two people who are not securely attached in a relationship together, that's when fucking shit hits the fan.
I feel like I'm like 2.5. I'm somewhere between 2 and 3.
I'm a little bit of that brotherhood hand.
Yeah.
You know? A little bit of that, you know.
I think
No.
there is a bit of. So I think everyone's got to have a little bit of. I'm not certainly not.
Everybody must feel fear.
I think you're obviously like in a state where you're engaged. You're going to be married. You know, you've made these commitments. and
Probably
you're very,
wouldn't do that if I didn't feel securely
Exactly.
attached.
Like if my partner asked me to get married right now, I'd be like,
Okay, but why? Which one of these things means that why you wouldn't feel ready?
We have negative 5 minutes for this discussion. It's a massive discussion.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Right now, I
You
have
can
that
say
meme
don't
of
know.
the,
There
you know
is
the
literally
meme
a
of the
don't know
this guy
option.
on
There is a don't know
the
option.
I
tricycle.
think this is me in
think we
general.
It's like the orangutan on the tricycle, but it's in this case, it's all the rainbow flags in chat coming for us. That's what I have.
monogamish.
Monogamish.
Mogamish! Mogamish!
For all intents and purposes, you are monogamous. Your partner is the only one you want to have a physical or sexual relationship with, but that doesn't mean the only one you want to play with.
At a
At a
safe
safe
distance.
distance.
What does that mean? I love it.
Unlike traditional monogamy, you acknowledge that your partner may have eyes for others, because you for damn sure do. So you are comfortable loosening the boundaries a bit.
Strip
clubs,
clubs, you
flirting,
dirty scoundrel.
porn, and a bit of seduction via social media. But intently engaging with others beyond a little harmless fun is not. As a monogamous person, this is a line you know how to tread carefully and expertly. I think that's what it is.
Why are you holding your hair like that?
Because I'm
He's trying to be a unicorn.
I'm slightly stressed. An awkward feeling. But no, monogamous relationships can take the monotony out of monogamy in a way that preserves the sanctity, safety, and comfort. I think this is probably right. It does mean dancing
on the line of fidelity. That sounds like a great song lyric.
Dancing on the line
No
of
fidelity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I like
this is pretty close.
Get your hands off that woman's titty.
I think it's changed as well over time. Like,
Yeah.
like when you first meet someone and you've been going out for a year, it's very different to 2 years and 3 years and so long. How long have you been with your partner now?
3 years.
Yeah, that's about the same as me. Then.
For people who've been asking in the chat where we did this is on thegameofdesire.com. If you
Yeah.
want to do this, because I think people have been posting it, but because it's a link, they've been
Okay, yeah.
removed. So
TheGameOfDesire.com, and you go to quizzes, and she has a bunch of different quizzes. And say hi to Shan from me, who's the creator of these.
I'll just refresh to see if we have any more donos, by the way.
Yeah.
We just got $55 from Too Bright. Sex and Science was a great stream last year. Looking forward to catching the VOD. Well, hopefully you enjoyed watching. We just got to
It
your
was much
donation.
more structured this year.
Yeah, I like that. Organised fun. That's what I'm at.
Oh my god, big fan of organised fun.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eric Q, Zach T, Nep,
What is the
Fabio,
gay
Ben, Marined. Thank you so much, guys.
It's gay o'clock.
I think it is gay o'clock.
It's just we're celebrating being you're gay at
Cool.
8 o'clock.
Sure.
And then Jonas
I like
and Happy Festag. Consensual pouncing is this year's Christmas mood.
Yeah, consensual pouncing.
Wow, I'm sorry that we didn't get to everybody's donations, by the way. There are people who have added to their donos, but we do have to turf out at this point.
Anyway, thank you.
I just want to see if anyone.
Me and
has
Pikachu
any
are very
specific
happy
questions.
together.
I'm happy with pissing.
I'm a wolf
lids.
watching.
I think our relationship has blossomed.
Yeah, we come out of this stream stronger.
Maybe we should have done the
Don't
quiz
talk about
element
streams.
before we did.
Oh, it
So
gets
we would
me
know each
going.
other better.
Hello.
Did we win?
Life
Did
for
we
this
still
yellow
win?
drink.
Can a freight train really love a mini metro?
Only very briefly.
Can a mini metro really love a freight train?
Very, very briefly, and then it ends very badly. Well, thank you very much for joining, everybody, for the Sex and Science stream. I hope you all learned something. If you enjoyed and you haven't yet, please do donate, humble.com/yogs. And now we need to clear out because it is gay o'clock.
It is.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching. Please donate to Mermaids Gender. They support trans and non-binary kids and their families.
It's a good charity. I think it's very likely to be part of the bundle next year.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.